Hey guys, John here. I have an announcement to make before we get started tonight. We have a very special episode for you next time, where the team and I sit down to really get a pulse on our characters this season and answer some much needed questions. After that, we're back to our regularly scheduled programming. All that and more on our next episode right here on The Cover Story.
The Monstrous Playbook is an adventure podcast for grown-ups. It contains violence and profanity and deals with adult themes that may be uncomfortable for some listeners. Specifically, this episode includes mentions of suicidal ideation. If you or someone you know is struggling, call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-8255 to speak with someone who can help. You are not alone.
This is the Monsters Playbook, a real play Monster of the Week podcast where the main thing that the real world and the supernatural world have in common is drama. This week on The Cover Story, the world is about to blow wide open. Time is running out for Casey Davis, and they'll all have to decide if getting her back is the right thing to do, especially when a place they've only heard about in whispers, apparently called simply There, becomes the only place to go to get answers.
I'm John, and I play Mark Clayton.
I'm Lauren, and I play Kira Ashwood.
I'm Miah, and I play Casey Davis and Theo Nessos.
I'm Jonny, and I play literally everybody else. Let's see how they do. Well, what are you waiting for? Start listening. Go, come on, go, get out of here. All right, so last we left off, the group had sort of broken off on their own, but where I want to properly start is with you, Casey Davis. So last we left Casey, she and Jesse were going to the Invisible Family. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Casey, yeah, you pull up to Santana Foods on the edge of Dinkytown. You go inside and it looks like you imagine it's probably looked for 30 years. Dusty, like somehow understocked and overstuffed shelves. Behind the counter, there's like an old, probably Somali man reading just a paperback.
Okay. I think Casey will go up to them. Excuse me, I'm looking for Omar.
He doesn't even look up, and he just goes, "Why are you looking for Omar?"
Mom sent for us.
His eyebrows go up. Did he now? Roll manipulate someone.
9.
What would the family want with you?
It's more so what we need from the family.
I think he pulls out his cell phone, types something into it, waits for a second, and then it makes a boodunk, and then he like looks at it satisfied, folds his paper, and very sedately walks you over to the restroom, reaches into his coat pocket, pulls out a number of keys, ends on one that's a very thick matte steel, maybe, pushes it into the door, and the door itself begins to change. Clicks it open and pulls the door, and then on the other side is just this like hallway that's made out of light with stairs that go down.
I guess, can Jesse and I go down the stairs?
Okay. He walks away and lets the door close behind him. The stairs go down for a really long way. And then they open up into this big hexagonal chamber.
Did Omar come with us or no?
That wasn't Omar.
Oh. Did this person come with us? Okay. I think as Casey and Jesse are walking, Casey's gonna like turn to Jesse. Remember, you promised that you're gonna let me do the talking?
Roll manipulate someone.
It's a 13.
Okay.
It's nothing against your skills, it's just I kind of worked really hard to get them to trust us.
He's gonna just look around and be like, yeah, I guess if this isn't really freaking you out, then you're probably gonna be better at it down here.
Are you okay?
Yep. Dandy.
Is he lying to me?
Yes.
I think Casey's gonna like stop him. Like just stop in the stairway. Hey, what's up? I can tell you're not okay.
Don't you feel that?
Feel what?
Why don't you roll plus weird?
10.
You get the sense that time has stopped.
Have I felt that before, like visiting the Invisible Family?
No. You hadn't been looking for it.
That is weird. Maybe it's an Invisible Family thing. But are you, like, You're gonna be focused, right?
Always.
Okay. And then Casey will lead the two of us continuing down the stairs.
Okay. So the bottom of the stairs, it opens up into this big sort of hexagon room. This big chamber that opens up at like the flat end of each of the edges of it into hallways. Yeah, to the left, there's a little plaque above the door that says battle. Forward, it says discuss. To the right, it says learn. And then in the walls in between, there's like these really advanced looking screens with little chairs that'll pull out from the wall. And sitting in one of those with his dress shirt sleeves pulled all the way up and wearing his suspenders and his black dress pants, it's Mom.
Hey.
Davis says?
Yeah. I don't know if you've met my brother, but Jesse, this is Mom. Mom, this is Jesse Davis.
I think Jesse goes charmed, and Mom doesn't say anything.
If you could point us to where we could do some research. Are you guys doing something?
We're always doing something.
Well, like, I don't know, a test or an experiment? Do you feel that? I assumed it's just an invisible family thing, because you guys do weird stuff.
What are you talking about?
Like, the sense that time has stopped?
Well, this is the Elder House.
Where can we, research the drum? Do you guys got some books or whatever on it?
Sure. And he'll, like, stand up and push the chair in, and it will actually, like, go flush with the wall and appear to vanish. And then he'll walk you into the learn room. Why don't you real quick roll investigate a mystery for what's to come? Because something else is going to happen also.
11.
So you'll get 3 questions about the drum. No, 2. I've learned. The walls are lined with bookshelves. The whole back wall, the bottom half of these bookshelves is these filing cabinets. And in the middle of the room, there's a library table with 4 small stools around it.
So my first question about the drum is
hang on.
Yes.
Because sitting at the library table is Dad.
Great.
And at first she doesn't seem to pay much attention to you. Your questions. You start to do your research.
Is there that singular table that's there?
Yep.
Even better. Great. Awesome. I think I'm going to, like, as I'm researching, I'm going to try and keep myself between Jesse and Dad.
Aw.
So my first question is, where is the drum most vulnerable?
Vulnerable to what?
Vulnerable to infiltrate.
There's an agent on the security side. His name is Clark. He's involved somehow. And he has a secret that the family knows. On a mission he had gone on, not everybody came back alive. And one of the people who died was killed by Clark himself. I think they have visual proof of it. Blackmail Clark. Last question, Casey.
Welcome to Casey's Question Corner.
What's the best way to take down the drum from within?
Play the long game.
Can I ask, like, what is Jesse's thoughts on, like, the last question? Like, how does he feel about that?
I think he's never really taken to subterfuge. I think for all the brilliance of his agenthood, he's very straightforward and linear and prefers to be... Yeah, he doesn't like broken sinks.
So it sounds like he's very similar to Casey, where he just wants to go straight in, do it now, deal with it, instead of
punch the thing.
Can we shoot people now?
Yeah.
Why can't I just kill all the people?
Instead of replacing the pipes and all that stuff, let's just pour Drano down it.
Let's just put a sticker over the check engine light.
This is fine.
I think that Casey, like, I imagine she's like sitting in sitting in a chair at this table, and like kind of like lean back, and I feel like the chair's, you know, doing that like balancy thing, and I think she has like a pen or a pencil and is just like just flipping it like back and forth. I think she's gonna glance over at Dad.
She is staring at you, concerned. Wait a minute. And then she leans, like, darts across the table, grabs your collar, and, like, puts a hand on your eye. Pull it open.
Can I try to react, like, act under pressure to not let her grab me?
Yep.
Because I don't know what she's doing. Like, someone fucking coming at me like that. No, thank you.
Wait a minute. Kinda no. Well, what'd you roll?
10. And I did not add anything. I should have, but...
So here's what I actually think happens. She kind of reaches over to grab you. You, like, swat her away. You get into, like, a really quick, expert kind of Matrix fighting match for just a second. And then suddenly the leg of the chair is just yanked out from under you. And you just slam on your back. And she's looking you dead in your eyes. And she goes, "What in the hell did you do to yourself?
What do you mean?
Why don't you exist out there?
Mom didn't tell you?
What did you use?"
I used a brick of static that I got off of an eyes agent
Eyes.
to save Donovan.
She literally looks at her watch and is like, "When was this?"
Like, a month ago.
Jesus Christ, Mom. She, like, hurls you up bodily and starts marching you out.
Hey, I think Casey's gonna try and, like, push and shove her off. Do you care to explain what you're doing?
If you fade while you're in the Elder House, you'll take the whole place down with it, and I'm not letting that happen.
Wait, what do you mean?
You don't even know how much time you have left, do you?
I mean, I'm vaguely aware. I mean, like a week or so ago, I knew I had little time left.
Hours. Wherever your tether is, either get it back or get the hell out of here. I'm not gonna have a fade happen in my Elder House.
I have to talk to Grandma and Grandpa.
What the hell for?
I was supposed... Fuck. Damn it, Casey. They are supposed to, I guess, know how to get me back. It's in the hallway. I can't just go back there.
Not through conventional means.
How many hours are we talking?
Maybe a day.
Where's Jesse?
He's letting you do the talking.
But is he, like, nearby?
Yeah, I think you just got into the, like, hex chamber.
Okay.
And so he's followed you in. So she'll just disappear, like, from time, from my memory. She was supposed to have disappeared from your memory already.
Kira put it back. Shit. I thought I had more time. Is there a way to get more time?
Find the tether and you can have all the time you want.
But that would be getting it all back. I'm talking about, like, more time to not exist.
Let the tether fade, and you'll have all the time you want. But when a fade happens, it does things to the surrounding area, and you can't do that here. Things work differently here, but you already know that. Physics.
Yeah,
It won't be good for any of us.
Okay, Dad. I hear you. Just, cut me some slack. Just standing on the edge of my existence. Fuck. And in case gonna, like, kind of, like, walk away. Or just put some space between, like, her and Dad.
Okay?
Is Mom here?
Yep. I think he's leaning on the door jamb. I think Dad's gonna just go, just get out of here, okay? And then she'll go back into the learn room. Have your whole dark night of the soul somewhere else.
Fuck you, Dad. You really don't care about anyone, do you?
I think Mom goes, and Dad dead stops. And without turning around is like, you don't get to talk to me about who I care about. You don't get to question my priorities.
I do when your brother is my friend.
Roll manipulate someone.
That's a 6.
Yeah, it is. She's gonna spin on her heels, stomp over to you, put her face inches from yours, and go, I don't have a brother. I'm Dad. And then take 2 fingers and bonk you on the forehead and you're just going to lift up off the ground and fall up the stairs. It goes for a long time. You smash through the door and tumble out into the bathroom hallway of the Santana Foods. And you hear the old man at the counter laugh. Found what you needed, did you?
I think Casey, stands up, brushes herself off. I think her jaw is clenched real tight. And I think Casey's gonna, can I march back downstairs?
Roll act under pressure to catch the door before it shuts.
I'm gonna add 3 to that.
You sure are.
13. Advance move.
Okay. I assume you storm back down the stairs, going past Jesse, who's running up them, and who then turns around to follow you back down.
I think that I'm gonna tell Jesse, wait for me upstairs.
Roll manipulate someone.
12.
Okay. I think he'll stammer a bit, but then go upstairs. Mom's already back at the desk, and he just goes, you shouldn't have brought up the brother again.
Why?
He turns around in the chair to look at you. It's in the name, kid. Invisible, capital I. We don't get families. We don't get people. We get everybody. Every problem in the world that folks up there are too dumb or too limited to see, we get that. It ain't glamorous. It's damn lonely. But we're the only ones who can do it.
Why do it all? I mean, I can see why, but why?
You got the world, and you got chaos and madness. And who, boy, do they want to be best friends. We tricked this fucked up place into staying livable. We do it because if we didn't do it, there wouldn't be nothing.
I got that brick of static from Eyes. Does that mean there's others like me out there? Aside from you?
And they got it from us.
Why did you give him that?
We didn't. They stole it.
You told me that you would choose to be remembered over what you are now. Why? Because I'll be honest with you, Mom. I don't think my decision earlier was fully decided.
That fellow up there. It's your family? Your brother?
Yeah.
Does he care about you?
Yeah.
How's that feel?
Guess like nothing else.
You just want to wait until the universe finger snaps that away. That doesn't sound like a decision you're making. That sounds like suicide. Now, I did it because I didn't have much of a choice. My life was over. Yours isn't.
I can see the good that I can do if I don't exist. Be under the radar. Take down the drum. But yeah, losing Jesse would hurt. It already has hurt. I just thought that I had more time.
Well, you don't. And then he'll slowly turn around and go back to his screen.
Casey will go upstairs and meet back up with Jesse.
He's leaning against the wall opposite the door.
Does Santa Ana Foods sell liquor? Or beer?
You know what? Sure.
Casey's gonna buy a pack of beer.
Okay.
And I think also a pack of cigarettes.
Oof. Those things are bad for you.
Is that Jesse or this guy?
That's me.
Well, yeah. Walk out with Jesse.
I assume you just want to like sit in the car or on the sidewalk and just drink this beer in public.
Yeah. I don't know whose car we took. The Casey probably drove. But I feel like she like opened up the two, or like the back, door, like the trunk door.
Yep.
And just like places like a pack of beer like between them. Cracks one open, just sits there quietly.
I think it was Jean-Paul Sartre who said that the only decision that really matters is whether or not to kill yourself. Here's to making decisions. Kira,
Yep.
you pull up to the dress barn.
Okay.
Feels like you're forgetting something.
I talked to Donovan. So, Riley knows what this is? This Ashen One thing? How just like give me like a heads up, like how bad is it?
Well, Clara is supposed to be dead, so it's at least that bad.
Well, what else is there? Let's fucking get it over with. And then I'll head inside with Donovan and go find Riley.
Okay. Yeah, Riley's, I think, in like at a desk doing some kind of research with a big, thick book open, taking notes about it. Oh, Miss Ashwood.
Hey, you remember? Did you ever know Clara?
Yes.
Well, she's back. Had a run-in with her at the Clockwork Child, and when she saw me, she called me the Ashen One. What was she talking about?
She said those words to you.
Yes.
She saw you.
For like a second. And I knocked her out.
She'll look at Donovan, I think, who will shrug. You know the prophecy you were involved in. The one that was the reason we found you. Mm-hmm. There was more. Roll investigative mystery.
10.
So here's what she tells you. Your connection to the hallway, it wasn't really a connection to the hallway. It was a connection to here. Such a strong connection that you can stabilize and destabilize gateways between this world and others. And the thing about the prophecy is that the way they read it, Riley and Donovan, the phrase was the blood of the Ashen One. They read it like a family line.
The blood of the Ashen One, that was like the prophecy?
Yeah.
What about the blood?
It was what granted the power. There were others who thought that it meant like literal blood, as in a sacrifice required.
Uh-huh.
And then that blood could make that power transferable to anybody who wants to destabilize a door between here and there, or stabilize one.
So are they saying that I am the Ashen One, or that I come from the Ashen One?
They're saying that you have the blood of the Ashen One.
Okay.
And with Clara calling you the Ashen One, that means that she thinks it's the second thing.
That I come from?
She's gonna try to take your blood.
Oh, okay.
Mark. Dockers is like, I don't know, man. It's just like, kind of been doing a lot of thinking. And like,
Are you thinking you're gonna be on your own again?
I think I've been running away from like some pretty big problems, you know?
What kind of problems? If you don't mind me asking.
Roll manipulate someone.
9.
Did I ever tell you how I died?
Don't think I ever asked.
It was pretty messed up.
Did it happen around that lake where I first found you?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, we were like getting high off some cheap wine and shitty joints. Me and my old lady Sonoma. It was pretty blazed when it happened, but like there was some kind of old-timey bonfire thing happening. And first we were like, oh, cool. Party. Let's hang out, you guys. I think I'm going to have to tell you what he tells you in my normal voice. So what happened was Dockers and Sonoma saw these people in the woods. They thought it was like a bonfire, but it turned out to be this burning hole in the fabric of existence with this pale mist coming out and people going in and out of the doorway, this hole. And Dockers saw that on the other side of this gate, this door, like maybe a huge distant face, blue and with big horns coming out of its forehead.
And on the other side of this, like through it?
And then immediately the people started chasing them. They got kind of away, and then he told her to keep running, and then he doubled back and got chased and distracted and tried to fight him to buy her time to get out, and they killed him. And then what he felt as he was dying was some of that mist, like, inhale into himself.
Okay. And he thinks that's what's keeping him here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Sonoma got away then. Do you know where she went? Or where she would have gone?
No, I kind of figured out that I could just like make my own weed anytime I wanted to because I'm like a ghost, and I kind of have been doing that for 50 years.
I was going to ask, how long have you been there? 50 years?
What year is it now?
It's 2020.
What?
Yeah, I know. It doesn't sound like a real year, but it's a year.
This was in 1974.
Oh, man. Do you know where she is or where she would have gone? I mean, that's a huge time gap, but maybe I can reconnect you guys.
I'd appreciate that, man.
All right, where do we start? Where should I go?
I can't ask you to do that. You got your own stuff.
I mean, yeah, we've got Theo's situation right now. I think she might need some time alone, and I don't want to press her family too hard on the situation. You know, let's go. Let's go check this out real quick. I mean, you can't be far from here, right? Or do you really not want me to go?
I am just trying to follow this.
If it helps, like, I think that Casey is going to text Mark, like, shortly. So.
Okay. It does help because you get a text from an unknown number.
I get a text from an unknown number?
Yep.
Well, you will. Yeah.
What does it say?
What will it say, Casey?
Emergency. Need your help ASAP.
Without any context, just need help ASAP. I'm gonna text back. Who is this?
For a second, your phone like glitches, and then like there's a whole text history, and Casey's photo and name at the top, and then it glitches back, and it's just the one text.
I'm gonna immediately reach out in my head to her. Just be like, hey, what's up? Did you just text me?
Yeah. I'm running out of time, Mark.
What do you mean you're running out of time? From what? What did you do?
I
mean, do you need me to come beat somebody up? What do you, like, what's up?
My existence is fading.
Wait, because people... Is this all because of the...
It's been fading and I have been ignoring it, but I've ignored it for too long.
Well, how do we get it back? Like, do we go back there and open a door and I mean, I know how to get there.
Yep. We need to do all of that. We need to get to the hallway.
How long do you have?
Let me worry about that.
At least a few weeks, a few months.
No. It's been a month, Mark. And It's been fading since.
So what, like a couple days?
No. What do you think an emergency is, Mark? I just need you to get over here, okay? Can you reach out, to the gang?
Right after I talk to Casey, I'm going to reach out to the Sparks brothers and Kira and say I need you guys... Oh, wait, actually, shit. Did we agree on where we're meeting up? I think before I do that, I ask you, was...
Okay, bye.
Oh, by the way... Actually, hold on. Where would I know to meet to open the door? Or would I just meet up with her and then do the thing?
You would know that there is a door to there at Boom Island Park.
Casey, can we meet at Boom Island Park? That's our way in.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And hey, we'll get you back. You're not going anywhere. We need you here. So yeah, I'm going to reach out to Kira and the Sparks brothers and just basically say...
At the same time or separately?
At the same time. We're on a group call now.
What the fuck?
Casey's not a part of this. I'm just going to say no.
Yeah, I'll just tell you guys, I need you guys to meet at Boom Island Park for Casey.
You sure you don't want to appear in their heads as a sentient Cheeto?
No, I was just picturing like this monochrome image of Mark with his glasses on, like, I need you now. So yeah, I do that. And I'm just going to start heading over that direction.
Oh, you literally don't even wait for us to say anything?
No, I'm just going to say it and go.
Okay.
Kira, I think you'll get a text from Tommy Sparks that is just like all caps, what the fuck? Question mark, exclamation point, question mark.
Oh yeah, that's right. They don't know I can do that.
Okay. Kira will,
It's just so like... I totally forgot they didn't know that I did that.
I think Kira will call Tommy.
Just heard from your friend.
Yeah, he can do that. He's never done that before to you? What's that like?
It's different.
Yeah.
I think as you guys are talking on the phone, I'm also going to interrupt and just be like, she's only got a few hours. We need you guys here now. And then I just hang up and keep going again.
Yeah, we're working on getting him better at, yeah. How are you doing?
I feel like this isn't the time.
I know, but are you gonna be there?
We'll be there.
I'm sorry about everything.
Ooh. Roll manipulate someone.
It's a 9.
Yeah, we'll be there. Click.
Okay, you can do this, Kira. It's cool. I'm cool. I'm gonna do this. Donovan. I don't know. Casey apparently doesn't have a whole lot of time left. I think we have to go back into the hallway.
We can't go back into the hallway.
There's ways.
He'll look to Riley, who will yank open a drawer in her desk.
Do we know where those memories are?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
This will be coordinates.
Okay. I'll take those.
Do you take Donovan?
Oh. Yes, I think I will. If he wants to come with, I will take him with me. Or if he's like adamant about coming with, then I guess like I'll have him come
He's not
with.
going to be adamant about coming with. He'll come with if you want him to.
I think I want you to stay back. I don't know what's going to happen in the hallway, but I'm not going to have a repeat of what happened last time. I need you safe.
I think he'll take both of your hands in his and say, "Be careful, Kira. Come back to us."
I will pull him into a hug.
Aww.
And then I think I will just say, in case I don't come back, I forgive you.
Theo, you get a text or your phone rings depending on what Casey wants to do.
Shit. I only do this to myself. I think I'm going to call Theo. Well, Okay, well, first, I do want to say, like, there's a conversation I want to have with Jesse that happens before all of this.
Let's do that.
Okay, because, like, I don't like this time jumping. I think Casey is very quiet for a long time. I think she definitely finishes a beer and is halfway into the second one. So you heard most of that back there?
Yeah.
I really thought that I had more time.
Everybody does.
Just, it made sense that if we go in on the drum, like, we would need somebody that they don't know. And they don't know me, because I don't exist. But I don't know how much of me they're gonna know if I come back. Like,
Is stopping the drum really the only thing you care about in the world?
no, it's not.
They may know a thing or two about you, but they don't know what we can do together.
I love you, Jesse. I'm not gonna leave. The thought of not having you around hurts more than anything. I don't know what's gonna happen.
He's gonna throw an arm around your shoulder and pull you into a sitting side hug.
Gone too long not talking to you. Not just this past month, but even before that. I'm sorry for shooting you when we were dealing with those werewolves.
I know.
I'm gonna have to get some help on this and getting these memories back. We have to go back into the hallway. That's where they are.
But we can't go back into the hallway.
We found kind of a loophole. It's kind of complicated, but Mark has a way in, and Riley and Donovan have been mapping it out, and they either figured out where it is or roughly where the memories are.
You got some kind of friends, kid.
Some days I wonder if I really deserve it.
I think we'll cuff you on the top of the head. It's my sister you're talking about.
I don't want to ask you this, but I don't know what the right decision is, but will you come with? I don't want to ask you because I don't want to lose you. I can't lose you again. I don't want you to be gone. But I think I need you.
You give those friends of yours a call. I'm gonna call in some backup of my own.
Do you really think that we could do this? Do you think that I...
Honestly, I don't know. But I don't want to see what happens if we don't try.
I think Casey's gonna, like, hug him and, like, cry a little bit. And I think she'll whisper again, like, I love you, Jesse. Don't ever want to leave you again.
Then don't. I love you too, Casey. Cut 2.
I'm getting whiplash over here, Miah. Make up your fucking mind.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I was gonna have no time. I thought that I could, maybe take the drum on.
You went from yes to no to yes again in the span of like an hour.
I'm sorry. We don't know what to do.
I get it.
Okay, give me a hot second. I have something in my throat.
Is it emotion?
This is making me feel emotions right now. Like
I've got something right here called sadness.
A sob.
I have something stuck in my heart.
I just really can't get the emotions of my friends out of my throat.
Now you have to have a conversation with yourself.
You could ask Kira to come with.
She sent Mark to do that for her.
Yeah, sure did. Yeah, Casey's gonna do all those things that she did talking to Mark. She's gonna call Theo And I think that Theo's gonna look at her phone. I know I'm kicking myself, but I think that Theo might not actually answer. So Casey's going to leave a voice message.
Hey Theo, it's Casey. I don't know how much of the details you know about what's going on with me, but I'm running out of time. My existence is quickly disappearing. I was told that I needed someone, some kind of spellcaster who can walk to there. I don't know if that's something you can do. Could really use your help. We're all meeting up at Boom Island Park if you hear this message and decide to come, but would really appreciate it. Talk to you later. Bye.
Will you roll manipulate someone?
11.
Okay. If Theo shows up, she'll mark 1 experience and get +1 forward.
I think that she will, but there is one thing I kind of wanted Theo to do first, because she is sitting in her bed and I want her to kind of focus and close her eyes and bring up that view of all of the magicka again.
Mm-hmm.
I assume I see all the floaty lights.
Glittering dust.
Theo's gonna take out, I think, a pocket knife. I am curious. When Theo cuts her hand and, like, kind of uses, like, some of her blood to, like, weave some magic, what happens?
What are you trying to figure out here?
I'm curious how, like, the magic that's around Theo that we reach out to, how does it interact with, like, blood magic? Do they combine? Is it two separate things?
I think at first when you like bring out the blood, the lights are like slightly more attracted to it. But then once you start weaving magic out of the blood, they scatter like they're scared.
Is there anything that Theo would need for there? Like, can I roll sharp to kind of figure out?
Yep.
11.
So I think the material that has the most effect on denizens from there is very old wood. And you know what? Bronze. I think you should have a false name or two in case something asks you. She'll want to empty all of her pockets of any photographs of people that she might have.
I'm assuming that the twins would have wood,
Of course.
I think. So Theo's gonna, like, grab her utility belt. And I think Theo has bronze, like, little, like, nuggets of bronze.
I'm inclined to say that she has like bronze brass knuckles because I'm interested in that.
Okay. But yeah, I think Theo's gonna go to the twins' place, twins' room, to get some old wood. Are they there?
Do you want them to be there?
No.
Roll X under pressure.
Oh, 5. Wait, does the +1 apply now or when?
Well, you're not manipulating them.
Well, no. You said so for Casey roll manipulate someone on Theo. Theo's going to Boom Island Park, and you said that Theo would get a +1 going forward.
So it's a 6. Congratulations. You've
Shut
won
up.
the case, rules lawyer, and you're
Didn't help.
it's a high F.
I'm sorry, math is hard.
And I want that recognized. Okay, so you're in there and you can find they have like a staff made out of very old ornate wood, ornately carved with like, I think there would be olive branches. They have a number of them. I think there's probably like a bow and arrows too, if you want to see about that.
I think Theo would definitely take the staff.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck it. Theo's in a mood. I'm gonna take it all.
So you're just like stuffing stuff into your bag. And then you hear like a little sing-songy voice being like, "Oh, Adelphi, can we help you?"
Nope. I'm good. Found everything that I need.
And you are taking it.
Yep, and Theo's gonna turn around and face, I assume, one of the twins, or both the twins.
It's Kathleen.
You gonna stop me?
Where are you going?
To a place.
There aren't any open cases.
No, but there's a broken sink.
What? Roll manipulate someone.
12. And manipulate someone is my advanced move.
I think she'll just roll her eyes and walk over to her spice rack, push some things aside, and pull out like a little teabag-sized sachet.
I don't need any of your tea.
This isn't tea. If something touches you while you're in there, drop this down its throat.
How do you know where I'm going?
The wood, the brass. It's you.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm your sister.
If you were my sister, you wouldn't have done what you did to Mark. Almost did to Mark. I think they're just gonna like snatch whatever this is and like leave.
Be careful, Theora. You're the same age now as she was.
Theo is going to go to where the keys are kept, like car keys. And she is going to take one of the car keys.
Which one?
I don't want to take my dad's nicest one. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I want to take one of the twins' car.
Okay. I'm trying to think what the twins would drive. Hell yeah. It's a Mercedes.
Cool. Theo's going to take those keys, go out to the garage, get in the car, crank up some awesome badass tunes, and peel out. Because I'm just curious and I want to shoot myself in the foot. Do I ever see anybody else as I'm leaving?
Why don't you roll act under pressure again?
11.
Okay. Do you want to see anybody else?
Nope.
No. Then you grab the keys, start up the Mercedes, and peel out.
Sweet. Yeah, she's gonna head to Boom Island Park.
Okay. I think it's like getting near late afternoon. So the sky's getting real fiery. And you all meet up. And you pull up into the parking lot of the park. There's already a bitchin' Trans Am there. And as you all kind of get out and are gearing up, in will pull a very dark van, out of which will step Tak, Diego, and Gia.
I didn't know that you're calling them in, Jesse.
He'll just wave them over and be like, "This one's off book, all right, team?" And Gia goes, "You got it, boss." I think Diego like points back and forth between you two and is like, "Did you guys like call each other about having the same face?"
I think Kira will get out of her car. So Tommy and Nick are already there.
Yep.
Okay, I think she gets out and like she's like kind of looks over to Tommy and like tries to gauge like his mood.
Why don't you roll read of that situation?
Can I do help out since I'm gonna like try and clock what his reaction is as well?
Yep.
So I got a 12 and it's my advanced move.
And I rolled a 9, so 10.
He's at work. Like, bottled it up. He's not. If you ask him feelingsy questions or if you try to make him have any kind of a conversation with Casey, he'll shut it down. But he will do everything he can to help you right now.
Okay. Well, I think Kira just kind of like, yeah, she looks at him, and I think like, I don't know if like they make eye contact at all, but like, I think Tommy would probably notice that Kira kind of just like melts a little. Yeah, like just to see him. But she'll notice the mission mode that he is in. And then I think she will go over to Casey, gather around with everybody else, see what's going on. She's still wearing that suit, by the way. She looks so fucking hot.
Not fair.
That will get a little bit of an involuntary reaction from Tommy.
I think Mark is just getting off of his bike and stuff like that, and like, Casey, you ready to do this?
So how much time do we got? What are we working with?
Hours.
Hours?
I think Casey just glares at Mark. Yeah, hours.
Well, then what the fuck are we standing around here for? We know how to get there, don't we?
I do.
Do we?
Yeah.
And then I look to Jonny outside of the game and go, help.
Yeah, we had established that back in like the Visible Family part 3.
Yeah,
one of those episodes. He knows how to get there, make a deal to basically get passageway. Yeah.
Yeah, so here's what you know. The door, such as it is, that is here, you'll have to convince it to open for you and to provide you with a guide. And then that thing or person will take you to your destination, and then you'll have to deal with whatever else you have to deal with. So you'll have to give it something.
Tell me if this is a useless question, but can I use one of my questions to ask what can we give the door to convince it to open?
You had said originally Mark's wings.
That's what Mark would know.
I'm assuming there's probably other things that would work too, but
The thing that I can tell you from Casey's Question Corner is that parts of yourself is the preferred currency.
That's fine. I have a question. Does a memory work? Does a memory or a feeling work?
You'd have to make the case.
Okay. I mean, my name is Casey, so I could. God,
both Jonny and I were just like,
I did learn a lot about eye rolling from watching Miah.
You guys learned from me. I'm so proud of you guys.
Is Lowry there? Out of the corner of my eye somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling that Lowry knows, or is the entity I could communicate with potentially.
He's an entity you can communicate with.
For this particular task?
Nope.
You're talking about a guide to there.
A guide within there.
Oh, a guide within there.
I think I can get their attention.
Okay, so yeah, I would relay to you guys that I need to provoke one of these things to communicate with us.
I have something that I think might help with opening the door before we offer Mark's wings.
I think I know what you're trying to do here.
Shut up. I think that Theo's gonna speak up. I feel like Theo's usually she's very quiet, sort of friendly and warm, but I think now she just has a fucking attitude. Before we even start any of this, any photographs of people you need to leave behind, we're all gonna have to come up with a fake name or two. I recommend 2.
Nick goes, no problem.
No problem here.
Okay. Just make sure you have all this, ready. Casey will confirm, with Jesse and the team, what are your guys' fake names? To make sure that they got, their shit. I'm honestly most concerned about Diego.
Why would you be concerned about him?
He's so brilliant.
He's a little aloof. He's the hot shot.
Jesse, they just rattle them off. Tristan, Ace, Jerry, Toro.
Toro.
Guess who's who?
Guessing Toro is Diego.
Correct.
Tristan is Jesse.
Yep.
Ace is Gia. Jerry is
Probably
Talk.
It's Jerry with a G.
What about you, Casey?
What about me? It's Debbie. It's a fake name I used in training when I was at Ears.
Nice.
What's yours?
Kara Ashwood.
Okay. Mark, you got one settled and picked out?
I don't know if it's a very good name now.
It doesn't need to be good. It just needs to be fake.
Dragor.
Dragor?
Dragor.
That's a name.
And Casey will back up Theo. Any pictures emptied out, you can leave in my car or whatever.
Kira takes out her wallet, removes like probably a picture of like her and Tommy from it. Probably like another picture of like Kira with like Mark and Casey.
Damn. Casey's gonna leave, I think, a very, very old photo of her and Jesse when they were kids. Remove it from like her ears badge and puts it in her car.
Okay, cute.
Yeah. Theo left anything that she could have brought at home.
What was Theo's fake name?
Kat. K-A-T. Still on the sister vendetta. Yeah, and Theo, I think, is gonna give Case, yeah, fuck it. I think Theo's gonna give Casey the bow and arrow. Imagine she might have the best shot with it. And then Theo's gonna hold on to the staff.
Okay.
Any demons that we come across in there, old wood seems to have effect on them. The staff is old. The wood on the bow and arrow is pretty old. I've also got some backup herbs that are supposed to fuck a demon up.
I think Kira looks at Theo.
And what were we offering them? Did we have anything?
Casey had an idea that she hasn't shared with the class just yet.
Okay. I've got an idea that I haven't shared with the class just yet either.
Oh boy.
What are we gonna offer this thing?
Well, since we're going in on my behalf, I figured I'd give it a shot of offering something of mine.
It's already trying to take your memories. Why would you give it
Yeah.
anything else?
Just let me do this, okay?
Well, what are you gonna give it?
Don't worry about it. But also, yeah, Casey, what are you going to give it?
No, the whole reason we're here is to get you to a better place, not take things away from you.
I'm assuming you're having this conversation sort of while walking in because there will be some transit. So let's have an Aaron Sorkin conversation, walk and talk.
I think I kind of stop and look back and be like, I'm going to give it my wings.
Yeah, I know. But let me try this first. How do we open this thing?
You haven't answered, Casey. What are you gonna give it? Remember how we talked about we don't do shit alone anymore?
We had a whole episode about it.
We talk.
I'm gonna offer them either the memory I have.
They have all of your memories, though.
They don't have all of them. Not the ones that I've made after the hallway. I'll either offer them the memory of me kissing you, or if that's not enough, hopefully they'd accept all of the love I have for you.
Casey, no. I'm just veto. No.
It's not your choice, Kira. Plus,
You're right. It's a group decision.
fine. Tommy, would you like me to give up any love I have for Kira? I'm sure he's gonna say yes. Plus, it'll take away a lot of pain.
You don't know. Deals like this are tricky. What if you give up your love for me and you end up hating me? What if you care about me not at all? I don't want to take that chance.
We want our normal lives back.
I think that Casey has placed herself, placed Jesse in the middle between Kira and Casey, and I feel like hopefully only Jesse kind of hears Casey say it already hurts too much.
Do I hear that?
Why don't you roll plus sharp?
8.
I think you just hear the last part. Hurts too much.
I get it. I get pain. Believe me, I get it. But I can't let you do that, Casey. You don't play with people's hearts like that.
Fine. Mark, the show's yours.
I look up at both of them. Let's do this.
All right, let's get this thing's attention.
You make it the rest of the way into this clearing, and sure enough, there is I do think the last thing that I want to make sure that Tommy says to Casey in such a way that only she hears it. Yeah, love hurts. And then he's gonna walk on. Then you guys make it into this clearing, and sure enough, sort of in the center of it, there is a vague shimmering, like there's a sheet of cellophane or something.
I want Kira to walk up to it.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see if anybody's home. And I think I want her to put her hand up to the barrier.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to try to destabilize this, whatever this barrier is in between here and there.
Clever. Roll plus weird.
Knock, knock.
Can I help out?
Mark can help out.
10.
Okay, I rolled a 12.
Okay. Is use magic your advanced move?
Yeah.
Okay. So the shimmering, oh, I love this. The shimmering like gets brighter and wigglier and then sharpens into like a vertical line, which parts like curtains. And standing there, elegantly dressed in a deep purple butler's uniform, is a blue flame. Deep purple suit, black shirt, sky blue necktie, matching sky blue gloves, and then just instead of a head, this blue fire.
Hello. Actually, I knocked. We'd like to get to the hallway.
To bargain.
Yes.
Need a guide.
We have something that we can bargain with.
He like holds out his hands as though expecting a tip. Like, literally.
I think Mark pops out his wings slowly and just kind of opens them and says, take them.
I think the butler thing like takes his hand, closes it, and then when he opens it again, he has like almost like the wings that you get when you're a little kid flying alone. Just little gray Mark wings, and then you all look at Mark and his wings are gone.
Do I physically feel different or like...
You feel like, honestly, this is literally just what popped into my head. Have you ever had really long hair and then gotten a really big haircut?
Yep.
It feels like that. Like you feel lighter, you feel colder, you feel like something's missing and you keep forgetting about it.
You sure about this?
We need you back.
This doesn't mean I owe you a favor.
It doesn't. This is a choice that I'm making.
All right.
And then I just gaze back to it. Well, a guide.
He'll like step aside into the door and beckon back with his hand. The whole thing behind him, I think we'd established this before, it looks like the loading screen from the first Assassin's Creed. That it's all like dim, dingy gray smoke. A bunch of it like parts. And then you could see it clears to where there's like a large coach.
Okay. Like a
chariot.
like an old like a carriage type of thing.
Like a carriage, yeah.
Ooh.
And then standing next to it, I think with his arms crossed. Have you guys played Hades yet?
Mm-mm.
Ah, you gotta. It's this guy with like I think he's dressed like kind of like a old style monk with like a thick cotton tight fitting top part that billows out at the waist kind of coat and a wide brimmed hat under which you can see he doesn't really have skin on his face.
Skelly.
I'm thinking Charon.
You guys ready?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
We're on a clock here. Let's get this.
Let's do
I
it.
think like Theo kind of like hops in the carriage. Like she's the one that's like, let's get the show on the road.
Theo is like,
I forgot Theo was there.
she's masking something.
Yeah, so go into this carriage thing. What are the sitting arrangements? I always have to ask.
Yeah. So like how, because like right now I'm writing down.
There's so many people. There's the team, which is 3 plus Jesse. Casey is 5. Theo, Tommy, Nick, Kira, Mark. 10?
1, 2,
everybody?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. 7 people. So, like, this is carriage of multiple rows.
So what I think is
It's bigger on the inside.
it'll seat, like it has the two sort of restaurant booths facing each other that'll seat 4 each. And Diego and Nick want to ride outside.
On like in the front of the coach.
Diego in the front, Nick in the back.
Okay.
Casey's definitely going to sit next to Jesse. I assume maybe Gia. So it's like talk, Gia, Jesse, Casey.
On one of the booths.
Yeah.
Okay. So then it's Mark, Theo, Kira, and Tommy in the other one.
Do you want to sit next to Tommy? It's your choice.
I would love to
Okay.
sit next to Tom.
Okay.
Make it as awkward as possible.
So does that put Casey sitting across from Mark or across from Tommy?
I think that if Tommy's closest to like the door exit, like Casey will be across from Tommy.
I think this is so cheesy. I think if Kira's sitting next to Tommy, can you hear how fast her heart is beating?
Almost certainly.
Yeah. I think she's like, oh God, oh God, oh God, this is awkward. Oh God.
Unless do you want to roll act under pressure to try to conceal it?
I don't think she's really trying at the moment.
So I don't know if this is weird, but like, can Casey like hold Jesse's hand?
Aw, sure.
Casey just needs to like hold on to something.
Okay.
And then I think Theo, like, I imagine that Theo's like sitting there and like the staff is between her legs and she's kind of like lightly throwing the staff back and forth between her hands.
So what's with the staff?
It's old wood.
I can see that. What does it do?
I don't know.
Wood.
Do you want to roll investigate a mystery?
Me or Theo?
Theo.
Sure.
Theora.
6.
You have no idea why. You just know that it
I
was.
don't know.
Honestly, I was just gonna hit something if it comes to that.
You are actually quite young in your training.
I mean, worst case, I can use it as another focus.
Theo, I do want to point out, if you were to... No, you don't even have to like reach out and try to find it. There's Magicka just bleeding all over the place in here.
What happens if I try to interact with it? Like if I try to pull it to me?
Why don't you roll plus weird? I.e. roll use magic.
11.
It's like finger painting. It's fun and it like responds to you really well and quickly and like is excited to see you. While you're here, all of your magic rolls will be +1.
Okay. Weird question, just because I'm kind of getting some dad mom vibes. But like, am I able to like speak to this magic at all? Or does it like express any... I mean, you said excited, but like, does it express any feelings or anything?
Just that it feels alive.
Okay.
If you make any attempt to speak to it at all, it won't appear to respond or understand. It's like an element.
Okay.
I do think like after you all pile in and climb onto the outside, the faceless coachman doesn't let you close the door. He just kind of looks at you insofar as he can without the ability to make proper expressions expectantly.
And Kira takes out the coordinates that she's got and will be like, we need to get to the hallway, and we need to go to here.
I love this. I have this.
I know how to do this.
Can I actually, is it possible for Kira to like, now that we're kind of like, are we in the hallway proper right now or are we still in there?
You have just entered there.
So I'm wondering if like I could sense the direction kind of like where I need to go, or like if this guide just knows by me like saying like this is where it's located, if that's sufficient.
I think what he does. Oh, I love this. I want to make this. I think he takes the map and like sets it down and smooths it out in the air as though there's a table there, and then kind of points with his hand, which is one, yes, bony, and two, like, sort of twice as long as it should be. And he points at the place where you have it marked and, like, confirming that's where we're going. And then he looks up at the sky, and you can see kind of like a transparency of the map.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's interesting.
And then he, like, looks in a direction and grunts, folds up the map, the transparency disappears, and then climbs onto the coach. Well, closes the door for you all. He does work for you, after all.
Does he have a name?
Do you want to ask him what his name is?
Yeah. I'm sorry. What's your name?
Roll manipulate someone.
That's an 11.
I want him to tell you, but I want even the way that he tells you to be incredibly weird.
Yeah.
I think he takes his long, clacky, bony fingers and forms them into a bunch of different shapes. Mm-hmm. And as he does, like... No, I don't know all the letters. The letters kind of knit themselves together out of the smoke to spell out charming coachman.
Charming coachman. Okay. Yeah, that's where we need to go. Is there anything we should keep an eye out for that would be dangerous here, charming coachman?
He nods a single time and then ascends to the driver's seat.
Okay, cool. That doesn't make me feel scared.
I might be able to try something.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, here, let me try it. And then I think Theo's gonna like kind of close her legs so the staff is like there, so she's not holding it. And then if Theo can reach out to these like the magicka around her and create a like bubble sphere around the coach, but move it along with us as we move.
So like centered around the staff?
Sure, we could do that. That's a good idea.
Roll it. I'm so pleased.
You get to get +1.
Yeah, you do. And yet...
6.
Oh, no.
I rolled double 1.
Can I help?
Could I have helped out?
How would you help out?
Magic.
Can you be less specific? I really don't think for what Theo is trying to do here, I don't think anyone can help her.
Oh.
I think what happens instead... So like you sort of set off and you're like, oh, I'm going to try something. The staff starts screaming.
Shh. What? No, stop.
Like
Tell the staff
aloud
to
or like
stop.
in Theo's head?
Extremely
Okay.
loud.
Shush.
And like it's making tons of noise. You can hear Diego be like, what the hell? What's going on in there?
Theo, can I do not my fault to act under pressure when I'm dealing with consequences of my fault?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool.
Because I think that's really kind of
Okay.
just... What exactly are you trying to do?
I
I also think the other thing that you will notice that the screeching has done for sure is scare off all the magicka. So until you get it back, you don't get your +1 to magic. Absolutely unbelievable that I made it almost impossible for you to fail any magic roll, and you did it.
Stop! Okay, well, so I rolled a 9 for acting under pressure.
To do
and-
what?
To get it to stop screaming. I don't. One of two things that came to mind was either create a smaller little force field around it to kind of like silence it into a little tube so it screams in its own face, or to like, which I don't want to, but like electrify it, but I don't want it to burn up.
Well, pick a glitch then.
Okay, so I know like this is the extreme opposite of what we wanted.
It draws immediate and unwelcome attention.
But it makes sense, guys. Yeah, it draws immediate unwanted attention. Since I got it to stop screaming, does the magic come back?
Not right away.
God damn it.
So you make this little force field around like the mouth of the staff. It, like, you can still kind of just hear it, like...
Like it's underwater.
Like a submersion underwater. I think like Theo's hands are like around the top, like holding it. Like,
looking around like, sorry.
sorry.
What is that?
That would have been cool though.
Yeah? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
it
we
woulda,
don't try
says
that.
Gia, but it wasn't.
Hey, I mean, she was trying.
Gia gives you a shitty look. So the screaming has died out.
I think Theo kind of would have been like, I bet you could have done that.
Is Kira sitting next to Theo or to Mark? I assume Tommy's on one end, and then
Theo is sitting in between Mark and Kira.
Okay, great.
Okay. Yeah, so it's like Mark, Theo, Kira, Tommy.
That's what she told me.
Okay. So I think Kira kind of looks at Theo and she's like, "Everything okay with you? You're kind of different today."
Yeah, it's fine.
The moment the screaming stopped and your hearing sort of adjusts, you can hear, it almost sounds just like distant drums.
Oh no, it's like Mines of Moria. Do, 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 do.
I think Theo like also is gonna say, can't really talk, trying to focus.
And then you're gonna hear a pound on the roof. Guys?
What's out there? What is it?
You should probably come take a look.
God damn it. Kira sticks her like head out. Is a window? Is there a window?
Sure.
Are there like two windows on either side? Because I also imagine they'll like both Casey and Kira go for the door to look, but it's like
Like crash into each other?
Just awkwardly like, I'll take that one. Like go. And then peek outside.
what do our special eyes see?
Yeah, what do our special eyes see?
What do
As Mark takes off his glasses.
Hey there, listeners. It's Jonny from the future. Welcome to our intermission. And guess what? This week I'm not alone.
Hi, friends. It's me, Lauren. We just wanted to come in here to say a couple of things while we've got you. Just a reminder that we are out there on the internet. We're at Monsters Playbook on Facebook and Instagram, and at Monster Playbook on Twitter. You can also email us at monstersplaybook@gmail.com if you want to get in touch with us, send us fan art, send us questions, all that fun stuff.
We've also got a special offer for you, our lovely listeners. We've got an Audible promotion today. Go to audibleplaybook.com/monstersplaybook to get a 30-day free trial of Audible Premium Plus.
Free?
Yes, for a calendar month. If you've never heard of Audible, or if you're skeptical, these audiobooks, I can tell you, are more than just books read out loud. They are performances, sometimes by straight up famous people, but it's always by a great reader.
Oh, yeah? You like Audible? Name 5 of your favorite books.
Are you gatekeeping me right now?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, right now, I'm listening to the novels of The Witcher that are narrated by a guy named Peter Kenny, who gives everybody such a charming regional accent that it makes me mad when they don't use those voices for the games and the TV show.
Yeah, no, it's pretty great. I've listened to those ones too. I also really like Ninth House. Is pretty great. There's a character in there. Definitely gives me Donovan vibes.
And inspiration is the name of the game for me. As a keeper and a GM, I get inspired from all of these books, not just in terms of monsters and sort of creation myths, but just the way people talk or how to describe things. Hearing someone else's voice in a audio and literary sense is just a really great way to expose your imagination to new ideas.
So why do I need a membership, Jonny?
That's a great question. So Audible is just like a storefront that you can go to buy audiobooks with your human dollars. But when you're a Premium Plus membership, you get access to Audible originals. That includes things like adaptations of celebrated graphic novels, straight up radio plays that just arrive in your inbox, downloadable for free, plus sleep tracks and meditations and all kinds of stuff like that. Also, every month you get one title for free, like basically whatever you want.
Yeah, it's great. Honestly, I've had Audible for a long time, and those credits, if you are away from them for a while, they will rack up and you will have a bunch of free books to get, which is great. It's because if you're like me, you don't have any time during the day and you want to be read to, you don't want to read. So that is the beauty of Audible.
It's not my fault. I'm a busy person and a recovering English major.
Yes.
I love books, but I hate looking at them. And with our offer code, you can get 30 days free of doing just that. Once again, that's audibletrial.com/monstersplaybook.
Well, with that out of the way, should we get back to the show, Jonny?
We should get back to the show, Lauren.
All right. Bye, guys.
what you see in the distance, and you can tell now that the noise you heard was not the beating of drums, but the beating of wings. And there are several giant black and electric blue hawks.
Oh, great.
Okay, then.
Is there any penalty to attacking things in this realm?
What do you mean by penalty?
Don't phrase things that way.
What a wonderful idea, John.
No.
Are we allowed to harm the things of this realm? And I think I'm almost wondering, like, our guide, I asked, do we interact with these anomalies that are attacking us?
Like, what can we ignore them and will they go away, or like, are they going to attack us?
Right. Can we ignore them? Will they attack us? Will you protect us? Or will we just get eaten out of the carriage? Do we play by the rules?
He will like sign out and speak in the sky precisely two sentences, and then he will sort of face forward again. He will say, "They will attack you. I was paid to guide you." Grips the reins and then just kind of leans forward.
Well then, in that case.
Nick will go, "Well, that's great. So we're on our own."
Yeah, I think...
I think Mark takes off his glasses. Is it dark in this area where we are?
No, it's nothing here is really dark or light. It all just is this kind of dishwater gray smoke that kind of ranges from a very dim pale gray to like the bottom of the car wash water.
Theo's gonna look to Casey. That bow and arrow would be handy right now. And I think Casey's gonna like take off the bow and arrow and try and shoot one of these guys with it.
Roll, kick some ass.
Okay, I rolled a 9. And then I inflict an additional 1 harm for my precise strike because I rolled a 8. So I don't know how much a bow and arrow inflicts damage.
Well, let's see if that's in the thing.
I think it might be for like the initiate. Because they have like old-fashioned weapons. They definitely have like a crossbow.
They have a crossbow, which is 2 harm. I'll call it 2 harm.
So 3 on top of, or 1, so make it 3 for precise strike.
Okay. Plus, it's made of old wood.
I feel like Kira is hesitant to use her life drain on these things.
Why? What happened?
Just things.
So that hawk is going to like take it in its shoulder and then just like dive bomb at you, Casey.
Cool. And the coach is moving, right?
I think it hasn't stopped.
Okay, yeah. Because I'm picturing like high speed chase and we're just like leading out and like shooting and like.
Also, does it have like is it a covered one, like hardwood cover?
Yeah.
Okay, can Casey get up on top so that I can get out of the way if anybody else
It's
wants
like
to do
Bonnie
something?
and Clyde style, just like...
Yeah, I think I want to, like, seeing these creatures, I think I want to actually turn to Tommy and be like, do you have an extra gun?
Do you not?
I mean, do I? I don't, like, literally have one. I would assume I would have one because I'm with ears, but I don't literally have it on my character sheet, so I don't know.
You know what else you don't have right now?
My wings. I know. I also don't have my chosen weapon since season 1.
Can Mark shoot fire from his eyes? Because I think it's interesting.
Sure. If he rolls well enough on weird.
All right, I'm going to try and, like, X-Men the shit out of this thing.
Yeah, and Tommy is going to pull out, he's got a rifle for himself, and he's got just a pistol for you.
I'll take it. Load it up, or make sure it's loaded or whatever, cock it, and then go and lean out the side and try to shoot at one of these things.
Okay. Mark, what'd you roll?
12 advanced move.
Hell yeah.
Kaboom!
You tell me what happens.
I just imagine him. He's got a little bit... That's exactly what happens. He just goes, kaboom! No, so yeah, I just picture him, like, leaning out, like, he just kind of, like, swings around and he just looks... And I just imagine, like, in the movie version of this, he just shoots and is like, he's got a little bit longer hair, so his hair just, like, flies back as he just, like, fires this blast out of his face. He's like, whoa, I didn't know I could do that.
So do you want to try and hit the one that Casey hit or hit a different one?
I'm going at the one Casey hit. Take it down.
Is there 3 of them?
There are 6.
Oh,
Cool.
sweet.
Oh boy.
Guys, it's gonna be fine.
Is there any sight of like cover or anything like that? Or are we just in this void that's like...
Cover is the carriage.
Yeah. Can Casey roll sharp to ask questions about these things?
You can roll read a bad situation to ask questions about things you could legitimately observe.
Yeah, that's
You're
what I
not
would
going
do.
to have any prior knowledge about them that
No.
you can dig through.
Like what I observe and like how like my bow and arrow marks fire, and then I think did someone shoot it?
I was gonna shoot it. Do you need me to roll? I assume it's just standard bullets.
Yeah, why don't you roll? So Mark's fire took that one out. He fired at the one you had hit.
So that is for kick some ass. That's 12 advanced move.
Hell yeah.
Casey's gun training paid off.
Yeah. I rolled an 8 for investigate a mystery. Is that just one question?
It is one question. Kira, all hunters involved get +1 to their next roll. You will suffer no harm at all. Your attack inflicts double the normal harm, or your attack drives the enemy away in a route.
I think I will do inflict double harm.
Okay.
Can I advance move? Can I clip it in such a way that it careens into another one? You can say no.
No. Ooh, I like this. So you manage to clip one of its eyes, and it howls in pain and rage and fires this shockwave coming at the carriage. So everyone in the carriage takes 1 harm.
Including the guy driving.
Maybe.
Can I use my one question?
Oh shit, I've only got 1 more health before I'm unstable.
We healed up everything
Oh,
From
then I
last-
only have
from the
one,
last
so.
mystery. Yeah.
Marcus is constantly hemorrhaging.
He's just like he takes off like 3-week-old bandages and finds it all totally healed, and he's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just kidding. Okay. So is that one still up then?
Mm-hmm.
I wanna try to shoot at it again and shoot it in such a way to rupture its vocal cords so that it can't do that thing again. A sound wave or whatever.
Casey, what was your question?
What would cause these creatures to drive them away?
I don't think that's a thing you could grok from just looking at them.
Okay. Can I instead ask what inflicted the most harm? The arrow, the fire, or the bullets?
The arrow.
Okay, cool.
I think it was actually in that order.
Okay. Then Casey will shoot again, for sure.
Yeah, and can I have Tommy shoot also? Kind of lean out the back maybe, where I think you said Nick was.
Roll for Tommy.
Tommy also rolls a 12 advanced move.
Holy shit. And he wants to shoot at the one that you shot at?
Yeah, I think so.
It also dies.
I rolled a 14 advance move. It's a total of 4 harm.
Damn. So yeah, they're swooping in and they're almost upon you. You hit one. With your advanced move, what perk do you want to take? Double harm, take no harm, everybody gets +1, or you drive the enemy away?
I want to drive the enemy away because we've already taken down 3 of them.
Yeah.
We've taken down 2 of them.
We've taken down 1 and you've hit 2 others.
Okay, we've taken down 1.
We didn't take down 2?
Well, no, Tommy took down the other one.
Yeah.
We took down the first one that I shot.
And then Kira and Tommy did the other one.
Yeah, Casey just shot 1. That one is going to fly away. Another one is going to grab Diego in its talons. They're like swooping in and are upon you.
Casey's gonna like whip onto her back and like shoot a bow and arrow at that one at Diego. And then can I also roll for Diego to shoot it?
Well, I want Casey to roll kick some ass, and I want her to subtract 3.
It's a 6.
Sure is.
Hey, but I leveled up, so that's great.
Casey is going to feel something grab her own leg and be yanked up upside down.
Cool.
Roll kick some ass for Diego.
Okay. I think Casey might yell out for like Jesse, like, Jesse, Diego rolled an 8.
Okay. He's going to take a pretty bad gash to his thigh where this thing's talon has dug in. But his fake hand is going to split open. And you know those... It's like a blowtorch. Like a huge blowtorch, so it almost looks like a fire sword. And he's just going to slash pretty wildly at it. And I think burn off its leg, cut off its leg. So roll act under pressure for him.
10.
Okay. Yeah, I think as he's falling, another burst of almost rocket propulsion comes out of his new foot, and he manages to slow his crash back down and tumble onto the roof of the carriage.
Can Casey, reach out to Diego and Diego reach out to her?
Casey, roll act under pressure.
Okay, I'm gonna add 2 to it. 12. Advanced move.
You tell me what happens.
Can Diego, Casey, reach out, grab their hand, or grab Casey's hand, and then with Diego's other arm, blowtorch, the bird that's got Casey, in the face, as, he pulls Casey towards it and just, blowtorch.
Okay. And then it'll let you go.
Can I fireball at the one that Casey's fighting again?
Yep, roll it.
How many are left?
3. One is missing a leg, one just got torched in the face, and one is going to kick Mark's ass in a second.
no!
The face, babe.
14 advanced move!
Nice.
Oh, you fucking got me. Once again, Mark Clayton. Which one, basically? There's one that's missing a foot, one that has a burn in its face, and one that's totally okay.
I think I'm going to go after the one that's okay.
And tell me what happens to it.
So again, I this newfound ability that I have, I glare at it for a second and then just kind of lunge my face at it and just at its face again. Actually, at its wings to put a hole in it and bring it down.
Okay, you do that. One of its wings start on fire, and it's trying to beat it out with its other wing, which makes it lose altitude very quickly and land on a wing shoulder and sort of fall back. And you can see it trying to get up and run and trip and run and try to take flight and trip and then keep just trying to run and just fall back further and further.
I took care of that one.
So we just have 2 left?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have Nick shoot at one of them?
Roll kick some ass.
I have a feeling since we didn't kill that, it's going to come back for us later.
7.
The one with only one leg is going to come after him. He's going to shoot it through the heart. And then it's going to just knock him off the carriage.
Can Casey, try and, lunge for him, or I guess... Yeah.
Roll it.
Is it act under pressure?
It is.
Okay. I'm gonna add a 2 on that. 9.
Well, I love that.
Because what I was hoping to do is, because Casey's on top, I was hoping to, lunge and grab him, kind of in, an upper, hug, around his, chest, but I don't know if that would work.
I know. So you can grab him and keep him safe from taking harm on this fall, but you're going to go off the carriage with him. Sometimes I hope for a miss. Sometimes I hope for a mixed success.
Well, I was gonna say if there's something I could do to intervene, or if Kira could look to Theo and be like, "Can you catch them? Like a force field or something?"
I could try. Can Theo try?
Roll use magic.
Okay, what I'm hoping to do is use some wind to push them back onto the cart.
I know.
And I don't have that +1 anymore right now, right?
Nope.
Okay, it's 11.
So it doesn't fully push them back on, but it does sort of keep them aloft and thrust them forward enough to keep up with the coach. I think they're both dangling from the side now.
Can Kira reach out a hand and try to pull them up?
Roll act under pressure.
Can Diego help?
Roll act under pressure for him.
8.
7.
We're just all falling off this fucking carriage.
And can I ask? Well, can Jesse tell the charming coachman to stop or talk? Talk seems like a great person.
We'll have to resolve both of those rolls. So I think what happens is that you are all pulled onto the roof, and collapse into each other in this weird people heap. And then Talk shouts for the charming coachman to stop. The charming coachman pulls back on the reins, causing the whole thing to lurch to a stop, and all 4 of you are thrown over the coachman's head, and you crash into the ground. You all take 1 harm, and now the 4 of you also have this last burn-faced hawk screaming towards you.
I think Kira just empties fucking clip into its face.
Roll will kick some ass.
As Kira's doing that, can Casey also shoot an arrow? Like, can I roll help out?
Yes.
14 advanced move.
I rolled a 9, so a 10.
Damn.
I think it doesn't fully matter anyway because of all of your damnable armor, Kira Ashwood. But this thing does manage to slash its beak at you in its death throes.
Can I make a request?
Yes.
When it, like, grabs at Kira, can Casey's, like, bow, like, the arrow just go, like, through its head, like, sideways?
Sure. Then I think Tommy is now out, standing next to the coach, and you can hear pretty distantly this stumbling scratching, and Tommy squares up at the other hawk that's running at you, and then you hear an echoing boom.
He hits it?
Yeah. It's in rough shape, and he's a good shot. And it's far away and moving slowly.
So that was the last one?
That was the last one.
I feel like Casey, like, pushes this bird off of us. Its dead body, because I imagine it, like, fell on us. She'll get up, give Diego a hand up.
Yeah, Kira will do the same for Nick.
As you're getting up and dusting yourself off and realizing that you and they don't have any blood at all, you hear a voice. You're not from around here, are you?
Can Casey spin? I feel like Casey and Diego spin towards the sound.
Where is that coming from?
Weapons raised.
If you can imagine that the coach is sort of on a road, it's like just maybe 30 to 50 feet off to the right of the road. It's a lanky blue, like, the only way I can think to describe what it looks like is like a cartoon demon. It's got these like sort of ram style horns that like go back and roll in on themselves. And it's actually sort of floating a bit off the ground, like with its prehensile long thin tail coiled like a spring, and it's sort of balancing, leg crossed, its chin resting on its wrist.
Do we all see it?
Mm-hmm.
We were just leaving, and I think Casey's gonna pull like Diego towards the carriage.
So soon?
We're just passing by tourists, and then just gonna kind of climb up into the carriage too.
You know we can smell lies here.
I think Casey's gonna like push Diego back on. I feel like Casey might actually push Diego into the cart, and Casey's gonna be on the outside.
What's your name?
Kira, let's go.
What?
He'll like slowly descend from the coiled tail thing, and they'll be like, an exchange of names is it to be? Do you know who you just killed? He'll like walk up to the corpse of the hawk, like grab it by the back of the neck and sort of look up as though he's looking into its eyes, and then turn his own head and its head to face you, and then grab the bottom of the beak and go, I'm the wings of the Sky King. Oh no. What a horrible first impression you're making.
The wings of the Sky King? Is he referring to the king of there? What is he referring to?
Are you asking him?
Is this the king from here? From there? Here? There? Who's the Sky King?
Yeah, would they be calling it here versus there?
I think Casey like hisses at Kira, like, Kira, go.
So like you fleshies all this way and you've done no research. I can help you. Show you around.
Thanks, but we have a guide already.
Huh.
Let's go.
The coachman's not much of a guide or a conversationalist.
Is there like a shade or something like in the coach?
What do you mean
Like
a shade?
to pull down over the window?
Oh. Sure.
Be like, Kira's like, oh God, I really want to know more. But she's like, God damn it. No, my friend's right. We're just passing through. And then she'll pull down the shade. Charming coachman, please continue.
Casey will hit the top of the coach. Like, let's go.
I think Diego's still out there.
No, I pushed Diego into it.
Roll manipulate someone, please.
Diego. That's gonna be an 8.
I think he's gonna be like, hey, I don't even know who you are. We can grill this guy for information. We don't know what we're walking into.
That is not the objective right now.
I think he's gonna like, as you're trying to sort of bodily thrust him back in, he's gonna go,
Cool it, Toro.
hey, Blue Diablo. Me llamo Toro. ¿Cómo te llamas? Who are you? The thing like licks its chops a little like a cat and then like exhales.
So to Diego, hey, Phoenix, get in the fucking cart.
Phoenix.
That was her code name for
That
him.
was my code name, which I'm assuming that maybe Jesse like also uses.
We'll get in the coach. And the demon thing will like straighten up in like a kind of gentle ecstasy and go, and I am Traxxas.
Traxxas? Mm-hmm. How do you spell that?
You can check the YouTube link in the chat.
I was gonna say,
God. I dislike this. It does kind of sound like a demon name.
Yeah.
We will meet again. And you do guys, I think you guys do feel like, man, I feel like in the playing of this game, like the act of communicating things like this is just like walking through the junk drawer of my brain and being like, yeah, this will probably work. Okay, what else I got? Have any of you ever smoked a cigarette?
Yes, I have.
yes.
So have you ever gotten that thing when you take like the first couple of pulls where like there's a little bit of a smoker's high where it feels like you can kind of see more and like there's like a burst of almost awareness? Mm-hmm. When he says his name, you feel that. The distant smoke almost seems to clear a little and you can see a distant skyline now that you couldn't see before.
Can I try to place where I feel that feels familiar from? Can I roll like read a bad situation or investigate a mystery?
You absolutely can.
What do you want me to roll for?
What is Dockers doing right now?
That's a good question, Mark Clayton. I want you to roll a read a bad situation. Dockers is and has been this whole time, I think, freaking out.
That's exactly how I pictured him. I don't know
Like-
why, but that's
Still, like, silent panic attack. Kira, what'd you roll?
8.
Okay. Did I say it felt familiar?
You said there was like a burst of awareness. So I don't know if it feels familiar, but I'm not sure. But I guess, does it remind me of anything?
It makes this place feel less foreign and unknowable.
Okay. Specifically hearing his name.
Yes. Did you close all of the shades?
Probably just the one that was facing him.
And did you push Diego inside the coach?
In the coach, Casey's not letting him outside.
Okay.
Another time then, Traxxas.
Sooner than you think. And you drive off.
And Kira just sticks out a middle finger.
Let's say Casey was going to do the same thing.
Did anybody take like a lot of harm?
I've got 2.
We got.
How do you have 2? I thought you only had 1, Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
Because he accidentally took the harm that Diego and Nick took. Book on head.
This is a trend. Mark just like adds harm.
I'm just sitting in the back cutting myself.
Oh my god.
Terrible.
Casey has 2 harm and Theo has 1.
Okay.
I think Casey's also gonna like poke her head down, like in the door or the window. Probably pointedly look at Theo. No more experiments, please. And then like kind of pop back out and hold on to the cart outside.
Sorry, who said that?
Casey did.
To me?
To Theo.
Oh, to Theo. Okay.
Theo, but like to the whole group. And I think Casey's like on the top holding on, but like I feel like her arms like on the top of it and just like resting. Just kind of like tired.
Yeah. And then I guess we would tell charming coach man to continue. We're still in there.
Yep, you've been there this whole time.
Okay.
We haven't moved very far, to be fair.
The moment we get to the hallway, let me know.
Okay.
Dockers, what's going on?
This is that place, man.
What place? I mean, yes, we went through. We're there, but
This is where they were going. The nerds that tried to gag me in Sonoma.
wait, they were from here?
This was the phase, man. It felt. This is what it felt like.
Oh, Dockers.
I'm sorry, man. Well, we'll get you. We'll get you out of here as soon as we can. I need to tell the others this is where they were from, though. And then I think I relay the story that Dockers told to me to you guys, and that this is where those people that came and killed Dockers, and yeah, just basically telling you guys where this is where all that came from.
In his hand, he's got a shaky, big, tall, icy glass of ghost booze.
Guys, we have to protect Dockers at all costs.
Protect the Dockers.
Well, you're safe in my head.
Can Theo roll investigate a mystery to kind of figure out like what sort of face, based on like what Mark kind of describes Theo or that Dockers had saw? Like I'm thinking like Theo had a history.
What kind of demon was it, maybe, or like?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can say no.
It was one of the kings.
One of the kings of there?
Hmm?
Ooh. How many kings are there? Is it like the Archfey? Are there like a bunch of them?
Oh.
Shut up, you do know. I mean, I do think Kira would still say like, she might like put a hand on Mark's shoulder and be like, Dockers, if you're in there, it's gonna be okay. We won't let anything happen to you.
I have this like weird thought that like maybe Dockers decides to jump heads into Kira's.
Oh God. And now Jonny wants that to happen also.
I wanted to happen so bad.
Explore that realm.
Yeah.
Dockers.
You hear a door knock.
Oh, 1 second.
Suddenly I feel empty.
I think Kira's like goes to the knock in like her head. She's like, "Hello, Anna?
Any vacancy, man?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Lady man?
You might find somebody in there named Anna. She'll set you up with somewhere nice."
Dockers meets a new friend.
So yeah, kind of how I imagine it, Jonny. Anna, since she likes to tell stories, I think she's the one that creates what the inner world looks like. Every person's room is like she worked in tandem with Anna. Like she's the one that makes it what they want to look like, and so I think that's what she does. She makes a little room for Dockers.
I also have this like lovely idea of her sort of being like a soothing cruise director when he arrives to kind of keep him at ease and be like, okay, why don't we start with like some of our favorite colors? What do you think about a nice sunny yellow?
Yeah.
Okay, not yellow.
What time of day? Do you want it to be morning, mid-afternoon, nighttime?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I love that. Okay, here we go. I love this journey for you.
What's happening?
I love this for you.
So yeah, whatever Dockers wants, he will find it there.
Okay.
Okay, well that happened.
Dockers is on vacation.
Dockers, are you there? Are you dead? Hello?
Dockers is on quite a journey. Aw. I just have to... I love Dockers.
Yeah.
He's such a joke, but he's so rich and lovable.
Yeah. Oh, he's it's okay, he's in here.
Kira, did you say that Dockers was in your head out loud?
I would have told Mark, yeah.
Okay. I think Theo like mumbles like, really can't keep a roommate, can you, Mark?
I think Mark just continues what he's doing.
Do we all hear that?
I mean, I think Theo wasn't.
How quiet were you trying to be?
That's an act under pressure roll.
I like how we're just adjudicating in Johnny's behalf.
You guys get me. You know the barest functions of how my brain works.
It was an 8. And Theo was sitting right between Mark and Kira. Playing with her staff again.
Mark and Kira hear it, nobody else does.
I think Kira kind of just looks at you like, excuse me? She doesn't say anything, but she just kind of looks at you like, did I just hear that come out of your mouth?
Theo doesn't say anything. She's back with playing with her staff. And the staff stops screaming now.
Yes.
It's no longer going.
I think Mark awkwardly just kind of like he just like kind of saddened by the whole thing because he didn't mean it for it to go down like that, and he's just like whatever, and just kind of sits there.
Job to do.
Mark.
The coach rolls to a stop.
Are we in the hallway?
You're not in the hallway, no. You're still in there. But you're where you're going.
Charming coachman, what's happening?
He very slowly raises an arm and extends one of his long, bony hands off towards sort of the left of where the coach is.
What do we see? Another door?
Dishwater smoke. Diego has stepped out of the coach and he seems preoccupied. He's looking around, eyes wide, mumbling.
Kira will hop out of the coach.
He's just like looking up and off and around and then down at the ground. And he steps back like he can't believe that he's standing where he is, and like he pokes at the floor with his boot, and he's just like astonished.
This smoke, can Kira sense? Can she read a bad situation and sense like, will it harm us if we interact with it? What is it? Trying to suss out what it is.
If you say anything like that out loud, I think Diego will look at you like you just spoke Greek and be like, smoke? What are you? Look around you.
I look around.
It's a city made of water. We're walking on the ocean.
I don't think I'm seeing what you're
You
seeing.
can't see this?
No. Can I read a bad situation? Is Diego, like, affected by this place?
Roll read a bad situation.
Is he tripping?
Can I ask like the rest of the group? Does anybody see
Fuck.
what Diego's seeing?
15 advanced move.
Holy.
Diego gave his name.
When?
Yamotoro.
But that's not his real name, is it?
It's enough for what happened to him to happen to him.
Is he gonna be okay?
He's also in the direction that the coachman pointed. He keeps being preoccupied by something there.
So he gave his name, and with my advanced move, do I get anything else? Like, do I get to ask any questions, or?
He got a more extreme version of the burst of awareness you all got when you got Traxxas's name.
Okay. So he's not so he's just hypersensitive to what's going on. He's not necessarily in danger or losing his mind? Or
No, he's freaking out in the way that you would if you thought you were in one place and you turned out to be somewhere else. He is, with advanced move, he is seeing the place as it is. You're seeing it kind of murkily through this fog.
I feel like Casey like hops off the carriage and like walks up to the charming coachman and is like, "You telling us we have to walk the rest of the way?"
He points harder, and Diego speaks up and goes, "He's telling us we're here." And he like walks into the smoke, but he doesn't disappear into it. He just like goes off to a place and it kind of parts before him, and he stops at a place where there is a similar kind of shimmering.
A shimmering.
Like the one that brought you in here.
Okay, so that's how we get to the hallway. Okay. And so Kira kind of looks at Diego and she's like, "This is it? This is where we need to go?"
It looks just like, or it's an exit. I don't know. This is all kind of above my pay grade.
Yeah, you and me both.
Wait, should all of us go in there, or I think to the charming coachman, "Are you gonna be here when we come back out?"
Roll manipulate someone.
11.
He'll get you out safe.
Okay, I think Kira kind of goes over to this place that there's like the shimmering. I think she kind of like feels it, like feels the energy. And then I think like she heard Casey's question, all of us or none of us.
Okay. I think Theo's gonna like hop out of the car. Like, have you ever like at the end of like a railing, like put both hands and just like pushed yourself out? I feel like, can I do act under pressure for her? Because she also has the staff.
Sorry, you're just gonna biff it.
You know what? Sure. I feel like I'd like to introduce the possibility that this could go poorly.
It's an 8. I think Theo like drops the staff.
You vault over, totally fine. But it clamors.
You know what happens?
Oh God, Jonny.
Theo is just not doing great tonight. She's trying to,
This makes sense. This makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You splash through the floor and
Theo
into, yep, and into, for just a second, into water. Then you like reach around and grab some sort of solid ground and pull yourself up, soaking wet.
Does she look visibly wet?
Yes.
I think Kira just kind of is like, puts her arms out wide, like, what is going on? What happened there?
Diego's walking back towards you and pointing at her and be like, see, floor is water.
The floor is lava. Everybody, be careful. No, I was kidding.
Can Theo just do like a small like hop in the air to see if she goes back?
Why don't you roll use magic?
9.
Pick a glitch.
Did I get that +1 yet or no?
Oh, yes, you did.
So 10.
Okay. So you can tell that, like, I think you uniquely, because of your magical training and affinity, I think you see the edges of things as they are. Like, you can see it like etched into this dishwater gray smoke is the outlines of gently roiling waves beneath your feet. And in the distance, huge spiraling seashell-looking skylines. But you can't really make out any details, but you can see and tell that, like, if you wanted to, you could push down into this floor and get into the water.
You see what he's seeing, Theo?
A little bit. Vaguely, I can kind of make out, like, kind of like if you put on, like, your grandma's old, like, really crappy glasses that everything just goes really blurry and hurts your head.
Sure.
But yeah, there's water everywhere.
I think the charming coachman will form the letters that will just spell out Sea King territory.
Ooh. This is Atlantis, guys. Okay, I think Kira kind of looks to everybody else.
I think Jesse is already over by where Diego had been and investigating the shimmer in the air, being like, remember we had a job to do here.
Yeah, Kira looks kind of at everybody else. She's like, you guys ready?
I think for just a second, Kira, when you look at Casey, you don't recognize her.
I think that happens and she's like kind of blinks. She's like, yeah, right now. And then she puts her hand up to the thing, and I think she's going to try to do the kind of the same thing that she was doing, where she wants to destabilize this, like, barrier.
Mm-hmm.
and see what happens?
Nothing. She can't.
Can she use some of her blood to open it with her life drain?
Well, now. That is interesting. But I think... No.
Weird question. Like, can we just go over to, like, Casey's question corner?
Sure.
How can we, get into the hallway and through this door?
Kira could open that door because she had a deep connection to the earth. If only you had somebody who was from there.
Mark,
Yup.
I think this might be your territory.
You got us in here. And you're from here. You kind of have a all-access pass to all the doors here. Can you open the door so we can get in here and then out of here as fast as possible? Please.
This is going exactly to schedule. I love it.
To open the door, the reverse of closing them. Hand on there and just kind of moving my hand to open it.
We'll use magic.
8.
Pick a glitch.
I don't want it to be like this, but my mind told me it had to be.
I know.
Unwanted side effect.
Unwanted side effect works well. And I am a demon from hell.
Precisely why it must be done.
So Mark, you go to like open the door, and the rest of you all kind of see Mark like melt into smoke and slide into the edges of the door and hold it open. And Mark, you are the doorway right now.
Well, that's different.
You can't speak with your mouth.
Can Theo roll read a bad situation and open up her third eye?
Yes.
Because I think she suddenly is like, wait, where's Mark? 11.
Okay.
So I get 4 questions?
You get 4 questions.
Can we get Mark back from smoke form?
Yes. But doing that will require and cause closing the door between here and the hallway.
How long can Mark keep the door open?
That depends on Mark.
Do not tell me that this has turned into the ho-da-do situation.
I always hated that.
Is there a way that Theo can help Mark keep it open?
Yes, the Magica.
And then I think lastly, what danger have we not noticed?
The hallway remains infinite, and there is more than one kind of door.
Okay, fine.
There's shit in there.
In layman's terms, there's shit in there.
Wait, where's the guide still?
Still in the coach. Charmingly.
Can we persuade him to guide us through the door?
No, this precisely is what your offering bought you. Nothing more, nothing less.
Right.
It was to get passage
Yep.
to the hallway. We're here.
Mark's not going to be able to hold it for a long time. I can help him. I can stay in the doorway and help him keep it open.
Well, and you guys lose harm, or you lose harm. You gain harm from going in there, don't you, too?
I don't think we
If you
do
haven't
anymore.
been there before.
Yeah. I mean, I guess we'll see. But I think I do want Kira to go over to Mark when you say that. And I want her to... Do you have 1 or 2 harm, Mark?
I have 1 harm.
I want Kira to...
He's gone, by the way.
He's in
Yeah,
smoke
he's like
form.
smoke in the door.
Okay.
I am the door.
Never mind then.
Mark is the door, like you were the cave. And Theo, when you look with your third eye at the door, you can see... I love this. Oh, fucking hell yeah. At the door, holding it open on either side are 2 figures. One seems vaguely male, one seems vaguely female. As a head, it's like a 4-way mask. That like there's a face in the front, there's 2 faces on either side, and there's a face in the back on both of them. And they're kind of looking around aimlessly.
So Theo's gonna suggest that she stays like in the doorway. Also, I get this feeling that there's some stuff in there. So just a heads up.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, did you say that Theo like said she could help? What are you able to do?
I can use some magic to help sustain Mark. Kind of like giving him a shot of steroids in a way, making him stronger to keep the door open longer. I'll try and do better than I did back there.
Yeah. You've got this.
I think Casey might have something to say to that. This is the person who you told not to do experiments, saying, I have a vague and untested idea. And she literally just said, I can do magic to help.
But, I mean, Mark and Kier kind of do magic, and Nick does magic now. I don't think Casey's going to have issue. And plus, honestly, Casey's not okay right now. Like, I think that she's kind of hovering close to Jesse and, like, trying to keep it together. Like, I kind of imagine, like, Casey's, like, right behind Jesse, like, almost using him as, like, a wall.
I also want Gia to go, are we ready, boss? And then Casey and Jesse at the same time to go, yeah. Mark, roll use magic.
Let's go before I change my mind.
Yeah. I think Kira will link her arm through Casey's.
I think that Casey's going to pull her arm away. I appreciate it, but...
Okay. Kira will back off.
I think Casey will like grab your hand and like, you don't need to go that far away.
Oh, Casey.
Come here. Go away.
But no, stay.
But not that far.
I think Kira will kind of just be like, I'm with you.
Do we know where it is in the hallway?
Yeah, I've got a fucking map.
It should be very close to where you're walking in.
Can I ask a really weird question?
I would love for you to ask a weird question.
Can Casey sense or feel like where it is? Now that like the door's open and we're almost there?
Yeah, I was kind of wondering too if like we could feel it. That's what I had asked when we first got here.
Oh, you wanted... Yes. So you haven't... If you walk through the door...
Hallway.
Yep, the door into the hallway. I think the first thing that you notice is that, yes, you don't get the same kind of drain on you from being in here that you did before. And yes, now that you're in here, you can see... You can hear and feel like a... I'm going to be very mean. A crying little girl. Casey, you recognize it immediately. Jesse also recognizes it immediately. It's you. And it's like a ways into the darkness. You can also hear like the chunk, chunk, chunk of like a mining pickaxe. Small and like quite a few of them.
Okay. What does the hallway itself look like? Like, obviously there's this like image of Casey as a 10-year-old, but still look the same hallway that we know? Anything noticeably different?
So the image of Casey you can't quite see yet. All you can hear is the sound of this crying little girl. But yeah, all of the... As a space, it still looks the same, this like crackling purple and yellow lightning. It's much less visibly lit up, I think. Like in the hallway as you knew it, you could see forever. But this kind of like fizzles out and there's like, it's as though there's a torch lit.
Okay. I think, like we're walking along, and I think Kira reaches out with her mind. And she says in her mind, "Are you here?" She's talking to the creator.
Oh. Why don't you roll plus weird?
How far away is the little girl?
Like
You know?
50 or 60 feet, maybe? Too far to be seen in this, like, weird shadowy space.
I'm assuming that, like, when we see them, like, Casey and Jesse would recognize her, is what you're saying.
Well, yeah. Actually, I'm going to double that. I'm going to say, like, 100 feet away, probably.
Yeah.
It's echoing, so the distances are hard, and you can't see a form yet. Kira?
8.
Pick a glitch.
Take 1 harm.
There's a screeching in your head. Like that apartment building has an earthquake and you drop to your knees.
I feel like Casey instinctually goes to her but stops herself. Because Tommy.
Tommy will run to you.
Okay. So do I hear anything, or is it just the screaming?
I think you hear...
Are you here to gloat?
No, I had a question.
Casey's gonna turn to, like, Tommy and then also look at, I think, Tak and Gia and say, "You stay with her. We don't have a lot of time."
Mark, roll use magic.
Can Theo roll help out?
Yes.
Okay, and then do you want me to add, like, the +1 to that?
Yes. And actually also, Mark, this is you trying to prevent your vision. So add +1 to your roll as well.
I rolled a 9.
13.
Dope. Kira, you do hear a voice that says,
I have a question as well.
What did you mean? When I first heard your voice, you said that you were my father. What did that mean? Is it just in the proverbial sense?
He didn't see you. He didn't know you. He didn't love you. Not like I do. Why did you fail me?
I didn't try. I was trying to just help everyone else.
as he says each word, slightly more and more of him will come into view.
You were to bring me home.
And then there's like this big, up from out of the ground, human male torso that towers above you maybe 10 feet.
Am I the only one that sees it?
Yes. Casey, what are you doing? You left some people with her.
Yeah, I left Tommy, Gia, and Tak with Kira. Jesse, Nick, and Diego are with me. And you're saying that I can't see this person?
Nope. I assume walking towards the crying girl.
Yeah, I think we're like running or light brisk jog.
You see an image of yourself like reaching out to sort of grab someone as though by the shoulder or elbow. But she's one, quite glitchy and staticky, and two, beset by a number of they look like sort of spiny leeches, but each one's about the size of a football. And you can tell that that's where the clinking is coming from.
I think Kira tries to stand. I think because she sees Casey going forward
Roll
to deal
under
with the
pressure.
things. She tries to stand so she can follow after. 10.
Okay. I think Tommy's sort of stammeringly what are you do? And then you just start walking.
And then I think in her head she'll say to the creator, "People keep trying to use me. Why should I let you?" And then she's gonna follow after Casey.
And then he's gonna swoop down and around to the other side of you and whisper into your ear.
Because I know what you are. I know where you really came from.
Okay.
I
I went to the edge of the universe
He rises way up till almost out of sight.
and have returned with what I found there.
Yeah, that was the company line, wasn't it?
It is the truth. My truth.
And you're still like limping forward, I imagine.
Yeah.
Casey, you see this U that's like, I think there's half a dozen, fully 6 of these little leech things. What's your move? Like Diego like splits his hand and makes a like flambe.
Would it hurt the girl? I'm just gonna try it, but like I think Casey's gonna get like close and crouch down in front of the girl. You said that she was like kind of trying to hold like a hand, like a wrist.
What
or
I want to
hand or
make
something.
clear is the sound is of a little girl.
Yeah, you can't see anything.
Oh.
The image that you see is of you a month ago, in the middle of grabbing Donovan. But there's no Donovan form here.
Like a moment in time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because like now I had such a great thing I was gonna like say and do if it was little Casey, and now I'm just like I don't know what to say or do. It's much more lame.
It can be little Casey.
Can it be little Casey?
You roll manipulate someone. On me.
10.
It's little Casey.
Okay.
It's you dressed as you were that day, in the position of trying to take, like you're grabbing someone's arm, but at 10 years old.
Okay, so I know I just asked you if it could be little Casey, but can I be like 16-year-old Casey? Because like the reason that Casey interacted or acted out that way is because I think she was like, "Fuck you, Mark! Like I'm gonna do whatever I want," and that's more so how like 16-year-old Casey would act.
I think that makes sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
I know I just said this one thing, but actually.
Hey, it's on brand, right?
I am twisting reality because it's mean.
Can I roll read a bad situation on if we injure these leech things, like how it would, if it would damage this?
Roll it. Yep.
8.
So you can ask one question.
How can we safely remove these leeches without damaging the memory?
Kill them quickly.
Okay. Casey's gonna turn to 3 guys. Jago, you can use that blowtorch, but you gotta kill him quickly. You guys take out your guns, and I think Casey's gonna take out her shotgun and 9mm.
Okay.
And I think each of us is gonna shoot one.
I think what I want to do is have you roll kick some ass and help out.
11. The first one.
No, it's a 9,
And then another 11.
which is also a 9.
Well, then it becomes a 10 because help out.
Yeah. Also, is this an ambush?
In fact, it is.
Okay, and then do you want me to roll 2 plus tough
Sure.
for precise strike? That... Okay. So for precise strike, it's plus 2 because I rolled a 13. So 2, 4, 7 harm from Casey's shotgun.
Okay. So, with this first sort of volley, you manage to damage 2 of them. You can see that they get like lacerated and sort of start bleeding black smoke. You kill 2 of them and you can see them like crumple up. One of them is still on the girl's like shoulder, and the other one actually like unlatches from the static EU and like hisses with this like circular rows of teeth and launches itself onto Jesse. And he like stumbles back trying to wrench this thing off of his neck.
Casey's gonna like yell at Diego, like, "Diego!" and like have him help Jesse. And then can Casey like dive forward, like tumbling, and like grab me?
Sure. Real quick, for just a second, you're not sure who that guy is that you just told Diego to go help. But you dive forward and you grab the girl, and what then?
Fuck.
There's still 3 of these things on her.
Is there any way? Fuck. I guess, like, Casey and Nick will shoot at the ones that are remaining.
Do the same rolls. Kick some ass and help out. Kira, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, is Kira getting any closer? Because I think she was trying to make her way, and I think after the last thing the creator had said, which was like, it's true or something like that, like I know, I've been to the edge of everything, I know, whatever, then I think she would say, prove it. How do we get her memories back?
Roll manipulate someone.
Did you say, like, for a second I don't remember, or I suddenly don't remember who?
For a second.
Okay.
10.
Fuck. I think he reaches out with his big lightning hand around Jesse. Like, his hand is huge and, like, goes to, like, cover them all. Jesse and where Casey is and where Diego is. And, like, shoves down, smushing all the bugs.
Simply speak.
And then, Casey, you do what you were going to do.
I rolled a 14, kick some ass.
Hang on. It doesn't matter because everything you were just fighting just got squished by something you don't know why.
Yeah.
So now you are standing next to a confused Diego with your arms around the 16-year-old version of yourself.
I think Kira would, like, yell to Casey, like, you have to speak to it.
Okay. I think, like, I imagine, like, Casey, like, kind of crouched next to little teenage Casey. Hey. Does it, like, react at all, like, to my voice?
Like, in very slow, like, grinding motion, it clicks to make eye contact with you.
It's okay. You're worth it. And I think, like, Casey's gonna then, like, take it into a hug. And, like, you've always been worth it.
And then the rest of you see this figure, like, come out of its sort of shaky staticness and form up and illuminate and glow. And then be absorbed back into Casey's adult human body. Mark, roll use magic. Theo, roll help out.
I rolled an 8.
10.
Okay. So Mark, you were able to keep the door open. Theo, the Magica is starting to get annoyed.
I almost imagine that Theo's standing in the doorway of Mark, kind of like Gandalf when he's going against that dragon.
Okay.
I think that...
You mean the Balrog?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a nerd.
It's fine. And I think that Theo's going to unravel her bandaged hand.
Okay.
And see if that would appease their annoyance.
Roll manipulate someone.
8.
You're gonna take 1 harm. They're gonna descend on your blood and take some. And I think with them taking your blood, you remember what your sister said and you don't know why. You're as old now as she was. Kira?
Do I still see this spectral hand? What's it doing?
It's been drawn back into the form that's now slightly less enormous and slightly less formidable. Maybe now he's actually talking to you.
I think I would I'd see it, like, looking at it before me, and I think I would say, like, I'm sorry I failed you. But I'm not here for you. And then she's going to walk over to Casey.
Who is now just the one Casey.
I think that Casey's sobbing quietly. And it's just on the ground, like in a ball, hugging herself.
Yeah, I think Kira would come over to you, sit down on the ground, just put an arm around you.
You shouldn't do that.
Why not? We're fucking friends, aren't we?
Yeah, but you need him more.
Casey, you can have more than one person in your life.
Okay, Nick is gonna come up and like scoop you up off the ground, Casey, and be like, we can have this conversation on actual human grass, and just start like briskly walking back to the door between the hallway and there.
Yep, that's fine. Okay, cool.
And Casey's just so stunned, like she just can't do anything.
Nope,
Okay.
he's not even looking down. He's just got you in his arms, and he's like, here we go.
So uncomfortable. Okay.
I mean, it's
What's
not
happening?
it's not totally uncomfortable. He smells nice,
Yeah.
like cedar and suede.
Oh, like cedar and suede. Well, that happens, and Kira's just like, okay, cool. Where's Tommy?
With you,
Wait, where's Jesse?
following Nick.
Is he okay?
Yeah, the bug that was on him got squished by you don't know what too.
Okay.
Let's get out of here. Let's start heading towards the exit.
Diego's coming?
Yep,
Everybody's coming?
everybody's coming.
You're still my chosen girl, Ashes, and I know what you are.
Give me a reason. Give me a reason to let you talk one more sentence at me.
Serve me, and you will know as well.
Tell me something I don't know.
Roll manipulate someone again.
Holy shit. 15. Advanced move.
Oh, damn.
Double 6.
Who are you to do this to me? Me! I think he reaches up into the ether and like through a sort of empty pocket in the sky, and then pulls his giant formless hand out and holds it to you, and just between his giant thumb and forefinger, he holds out to you your axe.
Okay.
Knowledge comes from service. This, we'll call it gift.
Well, happy birthday to me. I'll take it.
Okay?
All of a sudden, I just have an axe, guys.
Yep, you have your axe back.
What you always wanted.
I mean, that's one of the things that I want. I mean, Kira really wants answers, but she's also like, this guy, fuck this guy. I think when I take the axe, if you came back through, what would you do?
What gods do?
I want to see, is there something I could do? I don't know what role I would have to do to see if there's a way to keep the line of communication between the creator open.
Let's just call that a straight use magic roll.
So I rolled a 13 advanced move.
Woof. Yep. I think, because I don't think I ever gave you anything for taking Boss from Beyond away from you.
No, you did.
I did?
Yeah, I think you told me I could take any move I wanted, and I think I took, well, because, you took, first my axe went away, then it was the Boss from Beyond went away, and at least I assumed the move that it's like, I'm here for a reason, or whatever the one is that, like, you die and you come back, but maybe my fate's still in play, I don't know. So then I think you said, like, either one or two different moves that I could choose, and one of them was the dark past, I think.
Okay.
And then I think the other one was Woman with a Plan.
I think you could have Boss from Beyond back.
Can Theo roll a read a bad situation just to check out if there's anything coming or creeping? Because Traxus was like, I'll see you again. Just not creepy at all.
No, it isn't. Well, yeah, why don't you roll read a bad situation?
I rolled a 14.
The only threat currently is in the hallway.
Okay. Well, all of us are running, except for Casey.
Who's being run.
Carried. Yeah, heading out the door as quick as we can.
So you head out the door. You all get out. Mark, why don't we, one last time, roll use magic, Theo help out. Oh boy.
Oh! No! Oh my god!
So there's a couple options here.
Oh my god! Okay, no! Okay.
So there's burning a luck point.
No, don't do it.
Hold on.
Kira will spend a hold to do something. She'll be there. She will fucking use her life energy to sustain it with her own blood if she can.
If I don't use this and we miss this and it closes, I can't guarantee that you guys will get out.
So, depending on what Kira's hold does, Theo will use a luck point because I'm hoping that Theo
God
can
damn
notice
it, Jonny.
that Mark's not coming back, and like I want Theo to use like big magic to bring Mark back.
So can I do my hold?
What book is your hold from?
The expert. It says basically you can be there.
Okay.
To be where you need to be prepared and ready. So like I still would have to roll, I think, for whatever needs to happen, but I would like foresee this happening kind of and like.
Would it be able to play with Theo's luck point? I feel like this works too well because when I burn a luck point,
Wait.
the Maggio will poke their nose into my business.
Theo, what did you roll?
An 8.
So I would have gotten a +1 on top of the +1 that I already have. It's 2, 3,
So then you have
4,
7?
5, 6, and then you get the extra 1, so it would be 7.
Wait, hold on. You rolled.
So I rolled 2, but then I had +1 because I'm trying to prevent that thing from happening.
Yep.
So that's 3, plus my weird
It's 6.
is 6.
And then plus 1 from help out.
+1 from help out.
So 7.
So 7.
What a roller coaster.
Oh my god.
But I do think, Kira, you can see the door wavering. You're running out with everybody. And what I want to have happen is that you can tell, based on how things are going, and because he's hung back to stay with you, the people who aren't going to make it through this door are you and Tommy. And now you are prepared and ready, and your wings will fly out of your back. And you'll grab him under his arms, and the two of you will soar through the door. Back out into there. And then the lot of you, Mark, Theo, Nick, Casey, everybody, tumble out and sprawl in this like floor that does feel kind of wet.
Am I damaged at all from that?
Is Mark okay? Can Theo like crawl to Mark?
Or am I like knocked out because I've been using so much magic to like...
You are drained.
Is there any way that Theo can give him, I don't know, some magic some energy?
Do you want to like roll use magic to like heal him somehow?
Yeah.
That is an effective use magic, if I recall.
10.
Yep, it happens without a hitch.
Okay.
I think once Kira like flies through the door with like Tommy, I think she just holds his hand after that and doesn't let go.
Okay.
Is the carriage still there?
Yep.
If Casey can get out of Nick's arms, however we fell.
God, tell me down!
Probably. Okay. That was fun. Let's keep getting out of here, and like Casey will help whoever's like on the ground up and like push people to like run towards the carriage.
I think Nick also is like a little uncomfortable of like, yeah, totally. Now that we're out and everything, that's why I did that, was to go, Coachman.
Coachman.
Pointedly not looking at Jesse.
Can I ask, as we're like running to the coach, Casey wants to like be running, like drop back or whatever by like Jesse and kind of look at him and be like, do you remember everything?
Everything.
Like Casey will like kind of awkwardly like side hug him as they're like sprinting.
Love you too, not the time.
It's been a month, okay? It sucks.
So you can wait another 5 minutes.
No, I can't. I finally have my brother back.
Okay. Nick will stay outside the coach still. And you can throw your arms around Jesse when you get inside the coach. But not before.
No, I think I'll wait. I think because, like, I don't know, I'm low-key worried about Diego. I'm going to force Diego into the carriage. I think Casey's going to hang out on the outside.
Okay. I think Taka's going to set about bandaging his leg, finally.
I think, like, maybe as Kira gets in, Casey's gonna ask, like, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's lying.
I feel like Casey... Ooh. I think, like, Casey clocks the axe, but doesn't say anything. Because you didn't have that when we came in.
No.
I almost feel like Casey's, like, at the doorway to the coach, just, like, checking in on, like, everybody. Like,
I'm the mom friend.
Kira's got a new, her old axe back, and she's got this new stylish suit. Dang. Just kidding.
shit. I think that Casey's gonna grab Mark's, like, upper arm and, like, stop him from going in and just say, like, thank you, Mark. I know I said that I don't owe you a favor, but I do.
It's fine. I did what had to be done.
Mark, you'll want to mark on the Illustrator document that you inexplicably use as your character sheet that the power of flight you don't have anymore. And we can talk about what we replace that with.
Get a nice pair of wheels.
Heelys.
Heelys. Jesus Christ. Mark just scooting down the street.
I think that when Theo, like, gets into the cart, that Casey's gonna be like, don't do anything on the way back. Yeah, totally, yeah, fine, of course, yeah. And Theo will go in and, like, to the farthest left corner.
Cute.
Yeah, get back into the cart. I assume same sitting arrangements as before.
Mm-hmm.
Kira is still holding Tommy's hand. If he lets her, I think Kira would look to Theo and be like, thanks, by the way.
Yeah.
I know you haven't been around the rest of us as long as we have been, but I don't think we would have been able to do this without you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been fun.
It's fine. Everything's fine and normal. I'm normal.
Should we get out of here? Charming coachman. Tally-ho.
Yeah.
He groans and strikes the reins, and you're off.
I think Kira kind of, like, nudges you, like, you're being weird, kind of like, what is going on there? But, like, that's all. She doesn't say anything else.
So he appears, it's hard to tell because of it's hard to tell, but Diego at least clocks that he's taking a different way back. He can tell it so as to avoid the eagle or the hawk corpses.
Okay.
Okay, I guess that's acceptable.
So anything else that you guys want to say to each other or to any of the other NPCs, do so now, because reasons.
Oh, that's such a broad statement. There's so many things I want to say.
I hate it.
Like, while we're in the coach?
Yep.
In front of everyone.
Yep.
Oh, God, that's so awkward. First of all, is there, like, a cell service in there?
Big no. Opposite of yes.
I wanted to do two things as Theo. One, I feel like Theo could pick up that, like, Kira is a little, like, anxious and, like, bouncy. And I think that Theo's gonna, like, whisper into, like, Kira's ear, like, if you want some privacy, I could create a privacy bubble.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I know Casey said no experiments, but I'm on board with this one.
I'm gonna roll use magic.
Can I help her since she was doing this, like, with me?
No.
Why?
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I wish I had rolled higher. Would Theo be able to use some of her the blood in her cut to like give myself an additional +1?
That's like what I wanted to do. But I don't know the thing about the magicka because you said magicka, like some people think it's like life itself, and like Kira fucking life drains. Like, could she give some of her life energy to Theo to like boost her magicka?
It will have a consequence.
If I use my blood?
Yeah. Especially here.
I mean, Theo's going off leash. So I think she's gonna do it because she's being a little reckless and immature. So that pushes it to a 10. And use magic is my... Never mind.
Congratulations
It's not advanced.
on it being your advanced move.
You did that a couple episodes ago too.
Oh, no,
You're like 10, so advanced move. And we're like,
I'm just excited
No.
about it. Okay. I think she like squeezes, like she like holds the like staff or whatever, but I want her to like form a circle, like literally with her hands, but then like kind of turn towards like Kira and Tommy, and then just like blow.
oh shit, you're doing it for Tommy and I? I thought it was for you and I, but that's okay too.
Nope, I'm doing it for you two.
Oh god, okay.
And I just want the like balloon, almost like bubblegum, like blow up, but like it being a clear blue like dome.
Not with a 10.
Oh, okay.
So Kira and Tommy goes, "What did she just do?" But his voice, the sound is not echoing at all. It's like deadened, like you're in a recording studio.
She gave us some privacy. We can talk. If you want to talk.
Seems like you want to talk.
Well, yeah, I've wanted to talk to you since everything.
So talk.
I mean, I already said I'm sorry about everything that happened. I sort of wrote a whole, like, letter to you.
Want me to read it later? Or...
I don't know, maybe I could read it to you, or you could read it. It says a lot of the things that I think I want to say. Okay, so just like, I'm just go with me here. And then Kira will say, "Hey, so here's the thing. I miss you, and I love you, and I'm so sorry. Whenever you're ready to talk, I'll be here." I spent the last several hours trying to figure out what to say, when really, when you get down to it, that's all that matters. Of course, that's simplifying things, when right now, everything is fucking weird and confusing and so messed up. But that's what's anchoring me right now, holding on to the things I know in my heart to be true. The greatest of these truths is how I feel about you. My whole life I've loved exactly one person, and that's you, Tommy Sparks. God help me, it's always been you, from the moment you pulled me out of that hallway. And I've spent every day since then falling just a little deeper and opening my heart to you just a little more. You see, it was never okay for me to love before. It never felt safe, and we believed we didn't deserve it. I say we because I think you know by now that I'm not alone. There's Anna, obviously, but there's also others that I'm just starting to meet. And I want you to meet them too. As scary as that is, they are all part of whoever the hell I am, even the parts I'd rather forget. But I can't forget, because I want you to love all of me, like I love all of you. And I do mean all of you. I'm sorry for what happened, and that I hurt you. Whatever you're feeling, I hope we can talk it through. I need you to know that I didn't want to leave. I will always want you by my side. Always. And about what happened with Casey, I'm sorry about that too. Casey is my friend, and in my heart, she's my family. But it shouldn't have happened. It's you that I'm in love with and want to build a life with. But in case I haven't made that clear, then know this. Growing up, I never had a place I could call home. There were houses, sure, but they were just a shell, an empty box where I'd lay my head at night. But then I found you, and I get it now. You are my home. When I'm with you, I feel safe. Like I can tear down all the walls I've built around me my whole life and finally be my true, unvarnished self. And when we're apart, my heart aches to be wherever you are. So come back to me soon, which you're like here right now, so don't worry about it, because I miss my home. Yours forever, Kira.
I realize only now that I should have been thinking about what his response was going to be that whole time. But I wasn't. I think he's gonna go, wow. Thank you for telling me all that. And you can tell that he's, I think, like, puffy, misty eyes. I'm sorry, too. It's just... I know it's not easy being you. It's not that easy being me, either. You know what I think? I think when we get back to just regular human Minneapolis, do you want to just go on a regular human date?
More than anything.
Okay. I think let's do that.
And I think, Kira will like lace her hand through his, and then she'll just like rest her head on his shoulder.
Okay. And in at least one way, it's just the two of you.
Oh, cute.
Anybody else? Mark, Theo, any conversations you want to...
I think Mark is sleeping at this point. He's just out, probably drooling on Theo.
Yeah, yep. I feel like Mark has fallen asleep in Theo's lap.
Yep, that's the visual I have.
I think Theo is like extremely uncomfortable. Also, like underneath, like just boiling with some anger. I almost feel like she's like trying to stop herself from like using magic to like move or wake up Mark.
Poor Mark.
I want to look at the Magica that's here.
Okay.
Like what's it doing? What's it looking like?
What it usually does, clustering around you.
Okay. Is it clustering around anyone else?
No.
I think because shit. I think that since Casey and Nick are outside, I feel like they're both awkwardly like trying not to look at one another.
Yep.
But I think Casey's gonna maybe like speak up. So do you know that you know who I am?
Sorry I picked you up in there. I know that was rude.
I mean, you saved me from an awkward conversation, so I guess I do have to thank you.
Hail the conquering hero.
So you remember everything, though? Like, you remember, everything?
I remember everything.
Even the stuff after the hallway?
Weirdly, yeah. It's like I'm remembering a dream. A dream in which I was, kind of a dick.
I mean, you didn't know me, so I don't blame you.
My brother likes to say that's an explanation, but it's no excuse.
That what's an excuse?
Don't worry about it.
So I'm guessing that we're for sure not going on that double date. Hang out.
Why do you say that? Wasn't that much of a dick, was I?
No, not you. Do you know what happened like 2 days ago at the like auditorium?
Yeah, Monster, the shitty musician.
Yeah.
Solid work.
Can I roll something? Does Nick not know?
Nick does not know.
His brother's just been acting weird. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yep.
Ooh.
They're not great at talking about shit like this.
I think Casey's just like, Oh. Okay.
If you're not into it, it's fine. We can, I don't know, throw a party, or I'll meet you next time there's a vampire needs slaying.
No. Like, a nice break from some killing and stuff would be nice. I mean, going from non-existing to existing, you kind of need a vacation. Maybe not a double date, but a regular getting drinks, like a date.
I think the charming coachman is chuckling. Oh, now he speaks up. Can we just drive, okay? He shrugs.
Unless...
Casey will manipulate someone because it pleases me.
You suck. So glad that you don't have any points against me, you motherfucker! 10.
Yeah, I know a couple of places.
Cool.
The coach will roll to a stop, and the flaming butler will still be standing there.
Found what you needed.
I think Theo's gonna respond, yep! And like, jump out of the coach. And I feel like when she like jumps up, she like pushes Mark onto the floor.
Mark, you slump awake on the floor of the coach. Which I think means that your head knocks into Talk's shoes. Talk, who immediately apologizes, despite the fact that they did nothing wrong. Oh, sorry. You descend from the coach. Once you're all off, unceremoniously the charming coachman will drive away. You're sort of gestured to go back through the door.
I wanna say something to Diego.
Okay.
Not your boss, huh?
Come on. You're really good at bus, but this was a fucking... You saw what... Sorry, boss.
It's not weird that his name was Davis and that my name was Davis. It's fine.
No, that was exceedingly weird.
Oh wait, I forgot. You said the whole like, why do you guys have the same face?
Oh my god, you're gonna throw this in my face every damn day, aren't you?
Only this. For a while.
I do think Gia wants to let go. She wants to go, yeah, well played, Toro. Punch him on the shoulder. I mean, it wasn't exactly, I talk very diplomatically, it wasn't exactly normal for us either, Agent Davis.
I think that Casey's gonna look to like Talk and Gia and Diego. I really missed you guys. It was fucking weird seeing you guys being like under Jesse and stuff. It's just nice to be back.
It's nice to have you back, ma'am.
No. We're not. No, no.
Sorry.
I'm only like a few years older than you. Boss will suffice.
This part of the conversation I am imagining is happening in the walk from the clearing through the woods back to your cars.
I just really wanted to give Diego shit.
I understand. So you walk back. I think the first thing that you notice is that Cosmo is in the parking lot. The Cosmo you remember.
Yay.
I think the second thing that you notice is that someone is leaning against her.
Well, Cosmo's a guy.
Excuse me. Apologies for having misgendered Cosmo. There's a woman around your same age. I think hair chopped very short. Pixie adjacent. She's wearing like a leather jacket and like cool ass biker jeans. And she looks your way and looks down over some sunglasses. And when you just get into earshot, you can hear her say, "Hey there, nightmares."
Is this Tessa?
Executive producer Jonny Grubb.
Hey everyone, I wanted to pop into this week's episode to say if you or someone you know is talking or thinking like Casey did this week, maybe it's time to reach out. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline number is 1-800-273-8255, and we've linked their website in the episode description. Take care, friends. We appreciate each and every one of you.
This has been the Monstrous Playbook, featuring
John Wander as Mark Clayton.
Lauren Johnson as Kira Ashwood.
Miah Detjen as Casey Davis and Theo Nessos.
and Jonny Grubb as literally everyone else. Our theme song is by me, Jonny Grubb. The Monsters Playbook is produced, edited, and engineered by Miah Detjen. If you liked this episode, please tell a friend. We love friends. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Monsters Playbook, and on Twitter at Monster Playbook, and on Web 1.0 at monstersplaybook.com. We'll see you next episode, where, as always, I'll have some good news and some bad news. Thanks for listening.
I don't want to hear I told you so, but just don't go. I had to try to bring you back to life. I've never lied to you, and I won't stop tonight. There's nothing harder in the world than all the screams of cry, but I won't let you die.
I just realized that, like, Lauren's mic, like, it's a phallic symbol. Go on. I'm gonna go after.
What?
Never mind, just ignore me.
Because of the windscreen that I have on here. It's
That's for protection.
I hate to tell you that literally all mics are phallic shaped.
All marks are phallic shaped.
I have some horrible news for you about scissors.
I don't know, I just looked at it and I was like, it looks like it has a condom on.
You're 5 years old.
Nope.
Anyway. Oh, good lord.
Are we recording this right now?
If this podcast takes off, it's gonna be some miracle.
Well, now I'm looking like, should I get a condom for my microphone?